Xer.
Yeah. Message to America. Message to America. Yeah. This the triple K, ayy. Yeah. Ayy, triple K, ayy. This whole stinking country built on back of the slave. We did not come here with no freedom, cause we came here in chains. And they robbed us of Messiah, changed our language and ways. The Messiah sent to save us, watered down every name. And now we call him Jesus, that's confound to remain. Beaten and burned for Yahusha at the sound of his name. We wear our pain on our sleeves and we're bound by our shame. The Kodashima Yasharel from our mouth speak his name. You think this country isn't racist, then you probably just cooning. Have you researched the history or are you assuming all the truth that's been hidden got you stuck in delusion? The Fed supplied us with that crack rock that is distribution, and destruction is coming and there is retribution. Melanin worth millions, it's been written and proven. Before the dreads got decision, we weren't treated as humans. We felt hopeless and defeated, but we now see solutions. Yeah. Message to America. Ay, yeah. Message to America. Yeah. Triple K, ay. Yeah. This the triple K, ay.
So many people say, if you hate America, then why don't you just leave? Well, if you look at the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 3, and it says, and then Yahuwah will turn your captivity and will have compassion upon you and will return and gather you from all nations where Yahuwah has scattered you. Most of us, the children of Yasharal, we're just waiting on Yahuwah to bring us back because that's part of the prophecies of the end times. And clearly that's why the awakening is happening.
So happy people are starting to wake up to understand this. Black people, we will not be getting any type of reparations. Deuteronomy 28:68. You will be sold to your enemies as female and male slaves, but no one to buy, no one to redeem us, no one to free us, but the Most High. Through Yahushua HaMashiach. But guess what? We are being free from our mental captivity now. We have received the greatest reward already. What's that, you ask? We learned the truth. He opened up our eyes. We know the true name of our Savior and our Father. We have come out of a pagan mindset. We love being obedient. A lot of us don't realize what's going on. A lot of us just want black people to be saved because of what we went through. Not understanding that anybody who wants to be grafted in can be grafted in. That's what he's waiting for. It is our responsibility to teach them, to help them, not condemn them. Because a lot of them are still lost in pagan mindsets. Our family especially. So this is the season. This is the season to bring people in.
Hey Xer. Hey Xer.
Yeah, whoa, oh my, yeah, look, oh my, yeah, ay, oh my, yeah, oh my. Babylon is falling, Yahuwah steadily calling, get your knee off my neck, I can't breathe, Derek Chauvin. You better take caution, cause your hearts they wanna soften. Destruction is coming, America looking like Sodom. Babylon is falling, Yahuwah steadily calling, get your knee off my neck, I can't breathe, Derek Chauvin. You better take caution, cause your hearts they wanna soften. Destruction is coming, America looking like Sodom. Babylon a whore and it's time for divorce. We came here as slaves, we was brought here by force. And you always hate my people and you have no remorse. And your wealth comes from Judah and the slaves were the source. Republicans and Democrats plotting against us. Both sides push a shot, another plot to just kill us. Yeah, Babylon gon' fall, judgment's already started. Who created race? The white man, that's often discarded. Babylon the Great is the mother of harlots, and no president can save her. Destruction coming regardless, and the nation drunk from her wine. Her ways are just lawless. And if you love this country, you ignoring the prophets. Yahuwah will make a desolate with plagues and with fire, and the heathens will mourn. Her destruction is dire. Trump and Biden are some puppets, fools trusting these liars, and the horror is no more, is abruptly desired. Yeah, whoa, oh my, yeah. Look, oh my, yeah. Oh my, yeah. Oh my. Babylon is falling, Yahuwah steadily calling. Get your knee off my neck, I can't breathe, Derek Chauvin. You better take caution, cause your hearts they wanna soften. Destruction is coming, America looking like Sodom. Babylon is falling, Yahuwah steadily calling. Get your knee off my neck, I can't breathe, Derek Chauvin. You better take caution, cause your hearts they wanna soften. Destruction is coming, America looking like Sodom.
Hey, Exer.
Yeah, whoa, oh my, yeah. Look, oh my, yeah. Hey, oh my, yeah. Oh my, whoa, oh my, yeah. Look, oh my, yeah. Hey, oh my, yeah. Oh my. Yo, shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody. I'm having a little bit of audio issues on my end. I'm sure you guys can hear me okay, but I can't hear the audio that well. So just be patient with me. I'm trying to figure it out before I start because, you know, I want to make sure that the audio is good on my end. I know y'all can hear me okay, but I'm just not hearing the audio on my end okay. So just stick around, and I'm going to try to figure this out, and we'll get started in just a second. All right. I'm going to just play a few more songs until I can figure out what the heck is going on. Because it's like, let's see, hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason, like the audio sounds like really low on my end. So I'm not sure why that's going on right now, but I'm going to just play a little bit more music until I can figure this out. All right, so I'll be back, y'all.
Hey, Exer.
Wrote this letter to Yahuwah, it's entitled Dear Abba. Heard the cries of your people and you rain down mana. And your love knows no bounds in Abba-Readers called a Haba. Creator of all things, Yahuwah is my Abba. Sometimes I feel unworthy cause I'm really far from perfect. To serve you is my purpose and Yahusha made it worth it. Salvation through your son, no price and no purchase. You called us your people, we was taught that we was worthless. Yahuwah is eternal, holy one of Yasharel. Yahuwah Eloheinu, all them demons you repel. When I'm grieving, you relieve me, it is with me that you dwell. And your Melachim camp around me, you love me when I fail. Sometimes I make mistakes, I reverse and hit the brakes. But through faith, I see grace, and one day I'll see your face. Yahusha gave us life when he stood all in our place. Righteous King named Yahusha, he is worthy of my praise. Yahuwah and Yahusha, yeah, I say aloud their names. Their names are perpetual and no, they can't be changed. And we grow closer every day, we'll never be estranged. If you listen to this song, then let me hear you say, yeah, I am not alone. I am not alone. I'm walking in your ways, I'm not walking in my own. I can feel your spirit cause you make your presence known. At the sound of the trumpet, one day we all go home. Yeah, I am not alone. I am not alone. I'm walking in your ways, I'm not walking in my own. I can feel your spirit cause you make your presence known. At the sound of the trumpet, one day we all go home. Yeah. Wrote this letter to Yahuwah, it's entitled Dear Abba. Heard the cries of your people and you rain down mana. And your love knows no bounds in Abba-Readers called a Haba. Creator of all things, Yahuwah is my Abba. Wrote this letter to Yahuwah, it's entitled Dear Abba. Heard the cries of your people and you rain down mana. And your love knows no bounds in Abba-Readers called a Haba. Creator of all things, Yahuwah is my Abba. it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. I don't trust these politicians cause they play in their position. Donald Trump is your enemy, controlled opposition. I ain't voted since 2012, was backing Obama. Till we supported gay marriage, that's what started the drama. I don't care about this country, you could say that it's treason. Killing babies in the millions, that's just one of my reasons. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Look, politicians playing their position. I don't vote, no, that is my decision. George Bush, skull and bones, it's the same with the Clintons. Politicians rock the boat and they pushing their division. It's controlled on both sides, be it left or the right. They don't care about your kids or your life or your wife. They say all the right things, that is how they entice. Everything they do is scripted and they laugh while you fight. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw. Hey, it's good versus evil, it's the armor of Yah. And it's darkness versus light, cause I'm a soldier of Yah. If you truly love Yahuwah, keep the Torah, that's law. Babylon is gon' fall and you need to withdraw.
Yeah. So the truth of the matter is, America is Mystery Babylon. Everything about this country is Babylonian. They killing babies, legalizing gay marriage, pushing transgenderism on your kids, grooming little kids through Disney. You cannot love this country and love the Most High. Revelations 18:4 says, "Come out of her, my people, that you not be partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues." Coming out of her means the political system, the Babylonian holidays, the traditions of men. Let it all go. Because judgment is coming to this nation and its fate is sealed. You can't be a patriot and love the Most High. Make a decision. Babylon is falling. Come out of her, my people.
Hey, all praises to the uh-oh. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Because I just want to make sure. Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Because for some reason, like usually when I'm talking into the mic, it gives me like a little indicator that it's picking up my audio, but I'm not seeing it. Y'all can hear me? Okay. All right. As long as you can hear me, all praises to the Most High. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. I was having some audio issues before. I don't know like what the heck was going on, but I think we're okay now. But you know, as long as, like I said, as long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters to me. Is that I'm being heard. And actually, I'm looking at the microphone right now, and it seems to be picking up my voice. So all praises to the Most High. Okay. So all praises to the Most High. So good to see you all here. It's good to be here in the presence of the Most High, and you know, coming and bringing this out. Now, I didn't realize this, but the election thing is Tuesday. I thought it was next week. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm so disconnected. I just know that I can't wait till this crap is over. All right. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait until it's over, and I have to stop hearing about it, talking about it, people arguing about it, black men versus black women over Kamala and Donald Trump, and just all of this witchcraft that's been taking place with this politics stuff, you know? And I've never seen black people so invested in something like this. Not even with Barack Obama. I mean, with Barack Obama, at least I could say that black men and black women weren't so divided. You know what I'm saying? But now you fast forward to 2024, a lot has changed since then. So I'm just going to be glad when this is over. I was supposed to be doing this lesson last week, but I just didn't get a chance to do it. And I see why, you know, now is the perfect time to do it. So, yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to jump into this, man. I think it's important that these things are brought out because people need to understand, all right? Being attached to any side of this country is dumb. It means you don't understand the Bible, you don't understand what is written in the Bible, and you're definitely not reading the Bible. Because if you're reading the Bible, you will understand what is written about America. Okay, it's not what I said, it's not what anybody else in here thinks, it's what Yahuwah said. If you believe he's just, you should be believing 100%, just like all these nations that oppressed us and held us in captivity, they're going to be destroyed too. They've been destroyed. America will be destroyed, period. Just keep that in mind. Our deliverance from this land, as well as the other lands, is about destruction. So today, that's what we're going to be talking about. So let me go ahead and pull up this PowerPoint and look at some of these scriptures. Now, honestly, family, I think I'm going to have to split this into 2 episodes. So I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow. So we'll do this part 1 for today for Shabbat, and then tomorrow we'll conclude it with tomorrow's episode. So I'm going to be doing an episode today and tomorrow. So be sure to come to tomorrow's stream and we'll finish up this series because I want to get all this information out before this election thing goes off. That way you got all the information you need to know to come out of this nation. I mean, and I'm not just talking about physically. I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, physically, all of that. Okay, hold on. Let me full screen this. Okay, there we go. So in this lesson, we'll be discussing the fall of Mystery Babylon, aka Amerikkha. Now, one thing you have to understand is there are 3 Babylons in Scripture. You have 3 of them, okay? You have Nimrod's Babylon, which was the first civilization after the flood. Then you had Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon, and then you have the daughter of Babylon, aka Mystery Babylon. So I'm going to kind of briefly break down what those things are for you so you're able to understand the difference. Because if you look at a book like Yirmiyahu or Jeremiah, and it talks about the destruction of Babylon, you might be thinking that that's talking about Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. It's not. Because if you look at those prophecies in the scriptures, as we're going to look at some of these scriptures today, so I can identify to you that Amerikkha is definitely another Babylon. So a lot of the prophecies about the destruction of Babylon pertain to Amerikkha. but people are confusing it and saying that it's talking about ancient Babylon. But yet we know Jeremiah, we know Isaiah, we know Ezekiel, we know a lot of these books are all prophetic books, and they were written for times such as now, including Obadiah and Joel. Don't sit there and tell me that's happened already, because it hasn't. You ain't seen Yahuwah bring all the heathens down into Yehoshaphat and plead with them for his people and sell them into slavery. The white man is still in power. So clearly these things haven't happened yet, okay? You just got to be able to know the difference, okay? Please hit the like button, family. All right, here we go. So let's look at these prophecies, and we're going to read about these different Babylons, okay? All right, so this lesson will be very extensive, and so I'll have to break it down into episodes. So again, we'll probably just do a 2-episode series for this, because honestly, it's so much information I'm going to share today. Long story short, America will be destroyed. Without further ado, let's jump in. Now, it's important to understand there are 3 Babylons in Scripture, all right? 3 Babylons. The first one is Nimrod's Babylon. This is Nimrod. He was obviously what you would consider a Hamite, an African, because he was the son of Cush. So he was obviously a Negro. He wasn't even a Negro. I would say he's a black man. He's a melanated Hamite black man, okay? So the first civilization of this world after the flood was built by this Hamite, okay? And this is Nimrod. This is the father of paganism, okay? And this is where you get your Jesus. This is where you get your Trinity. This is where you get worship of Mary, worship of the Christian God, worship of JC, you know, and even ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You think about all the paganism in ancient Egypt, all paganism comes from this man who was a son of Ham. All right? So let's read about Nimrod. Barashit through Genesis 10, 6 through 10. And the sons of Ham were Cush, Egypt, or Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush were Kabah, and Kavilah, and Kata, and Ra'amah, and Kataka. And the sons of Ra'amah, Shabah, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. Okay? So we know that Cush is a descendant of Ham. So this man was a Hamite, not a Shemite. Okay? Because obviously he was pagan. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a giant up on the earth. Now, I find this to be very interesting, because if you look at this in the KJV, it says that he was a mighty man on earth. But when you look at it in the Septuagint, it says that he was a giant. Okay? Now, I find that to be kind of interesting, because, you know, this is after the flood. But yet this man is considered to be a giant. Now, I'm not saying he was as big as, you know, the Nephilim and all of that, but he was a very tall individual, okay, this man. And I would venture to say maybe he is a Sabian, because we looked at the Dinka tribe, and it gets really interesting, and we're going to look at some of this today, because if you guys know about the Sabians, who I talk about a lot, those really, really tall Africans, okay, Babylon, ancient Babylon, is in the area where you find that Dinka tribe, okay? Because I've already proven to you guys, ancient Babylon is in modern-day Sudan. Maybe this dude was a Sabian. He was tall. Sabians are very, very tall, okay? And we're going to look at ancient Babylon a little bit later on in this study, okay? He was a giant hunter before Yahuwah. Therefore, they say, as Nimrod, the giant hunter, before Yahuwah, and the beginning of his kingdom was Babylon, and Orek, and Akkad, and Kalan, in the land of Shinar, or Sinar. Okay, so the first world civilization after the flood was built by this Hamite, or this Cushite, called Nimrod, who is the man you're looking at now. And it also describes him in the Septuagint as being very, very tall. Okay, let's keep going. Bereshith, Genesis 10, 6 through 9. And Yahuwah said, behold, there is one race and one lip of all. Okay, remember there was one tongue at one point before Yahuwah confused the languages and scattered everybody to different lands. Everybody was speaking one language, and that language was Abari. Okay, it was one language on this earth before Yahuwah confused the language. Okay, there's one race and one lip of all, and they've all begun to do this, which is build a tower of Babal or Babel, And now nothing shall fail from them of all they which have undertaken to do. Come, and having gone down, let us there confound their tongue, that they may not understand each the voice of his neighbor. And Yahuwah scattered them thence over the face of all the earth, and they left off the building of the city of the tower. On this account, its name was called Confusion. Okay, that's why, you know, a lot of times in your text it's called the Tower of Babel or Babel, right? Just like when you say somebody's just babbling, okay, confusion of languages, confusion of tongue. And even when you look at America today, America ain't nothing but confusion. They over here got men telling you that they can become women. They got women telling you they could become men. They got little children out here thinking that they could change their gender, right? You don't know what religion you believe in. You don't believe that all religions come from Satan. I mean, this place is nothing but confusion. They had the Negro claiming to be Native American. They got the Negro claiming to be, you know, all these different cultures and nations, except Yahshua. You over here claiming yourself to be Kemetic, claiming yourself to be Ham, claiming yourself all this other goofy stuff. Oh, I'm a gangster. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. I'm a real nigga. Calling yourself everything but Yahshua. Why? Because this is another land of confusion. Okay? On this account, its name was called Confusion, because there Yahuwah confounded the languages of all the earth, and thence Yahuwah scattered them upon the face of the earth. So at this first civilization, which was built by Nimrod right here, you had the Tower of Babel, okay? And the Tower of Babel was built to try to challenge the Most High. Nimrod was so puffed up on pride, he thought he could challenge the Most High, and so he built the Tower of Babel. Yahuwah saw what he was doing. Yahuwah came down, confused the languages, and they were not able to accomplish this. And therefore, these different nations scattered around the earth because the languages were confused. All right, our last witness for Nebuchadnezzar, or I'm sorry, Salaki, Nimrod, Jubilees or Jubilees 10, 23 to 25, and Yahuwah descended, and we descended with him to see the city and the tower which the children of men had built, and he confounded their language, and they no longer understood one another's speech. And they ceased then to build the city and the tower. For this reason, the whole land of Shinar is called Babel or Babel, because Yahuwah did there confound all the languages of the children of men, and from thence they were dispersed into their cities, each according to his language and his nation. Okay, so again, we can see here that Nimrod had created this city called Babylon after the flood, right, with the repopulation of mankind. Everybody spoke one language. He was building this tower to challenge the Most High. Yahuwah came down, confused the languages, everybody scattered. All right, very simple. Okay, now this is Nebuchadnezzar, and this is the king of Babylon, the second Babylon. So the first Babylon we just proven was Nimrod's Babylon. Okay, now the second Babylon was Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. This is when you read about the book of Daniel or Daniel. Okay, that gives a lot of chronicles and history of what took place when the Yahudim were brought into Babylon by this man Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, and you can read more about that in the book of Daniel. You can read about it in the book of Lamentations. You can read about it in the book of Baruch. A lot of these things tied to this. Okay, also in some of Jeremiah, it's talking about this second Babylon. So let's read this. Malachi Shani, 2 Kings 20:17. Behold, the days come that all things that are in thy house shall be taken, and all that are in your fathers have treasured up until this day to Babylon. And there shall not fail a word which it was spoken. So the Most High was, the reason why Yahudah was taken into captivity is because the wicked kings that were ruling over Yerushalayim after Solomon. Now you had some righteous kings after Solomon, but there were many of them that were wicked as hell. Okay, Yahuyakim was one of the most wicked ones. You know what I mean? There was a lot of wicked kings, and we can not deny that Solomon fell into some wicked stuff. Dawood fell into some wicked stuff. But prior to them dealing with those women, you know, they were righteous men for the most part. But there were many kings of Yahudah that were Negroes that were just terrible. They were just wicked from the very beginning. I mean, they were setting up idols of deities and all type of stuff. So Yahuwah was so mad, he gave them so many opportunities, but these kings just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And so Yahuwah was like, you know what? I'm just going to send you into captivity. So Malachi Shani, 2 Kings 24, 1 through 2, and verse 10. In his days went up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and Yahuyakim, or Jehoiakim, became his servant 3 years. And then he turned and revolted from him, and Yahuwah sent against him the bands of the Chaldeans, and the bands of Syria, and the bands of Moab, and the bands of the children of Ammon, and sent them into the land of Yahud or Judea to prevail against it. So I want y'all to notice that. It says Yahuwah sent these nations against us, including Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? Just like he's going to do when it comes to the judgment of America. He's going to send these nations against her. Okay? Because of her sins. He sent Babylon against us because of our forefathers' sins. He sent these nations against us because of our forefathers' sins. Well, now he's going to send these nations against America for her sins, against his people. You got to remember, he's just. And we're going to get to that a little bit later. So Yahuwah sent against him the bands of the Chaldeans, the bands of Syria, the bands of Moab, the bands of the children of Ammon, and sent them into the land of Yahud or Judea to prevail against it according to the word of Yahuwah. Okay? Remember, a word of Yahuwah shall not fail, that he has spoken, which he spoke by his servants to the prophets. At that time went up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Jerusalem or Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. And Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants besieged it. Okay, so Nebuchadnezzar went into the city, he besieged it, and he took Yahudah into captivity. Okay, very, very simple, very, very easy to understand. Two Babylons that we've looked at thus far. So we looked at Nimrod's Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. And like I said, if you want to know more about the Yahudim's experience in Babylon, I would suggest reading the book of Daniel. That's where he was telling them to, this man was telling them to bow down to the golden image, and, he threw them in the fiery furnace and all these things, okay? Last but not least, Mystery Babylon, and that is America, okay? You see this image right here? This is Lucifer, an image of Lucifer. Now, look how he's depicted. I mean, no shock there, right? This is the same thing and the same inspiration they got for the Statue of Liberty. Y'all know how they said in the book of Enoch that the chains that rebelled against the angels that rebelled against the Most High and mixed with the women on the earth, and they were chained down in Tartarus? Well, look at this. You see the chain on the Statue of Liberty? But look at this image of a fallen angel. Look at the chain right on the foot. Huh. Interesting. Idols, imagery, wickedness. Now let's read about Mystery Babylon in the scriptures. And as we go on, I'm going to prove to you more and more this is talking about America. Okay? Jeremiah 28:33. If you're reading the KJV or the Masoretic, it will be 51:33. For thus says Yahuwah, the houses of the king of Babylon shall be threshed as a floor in the season, yet a little while, and her harvest shall come. Tahalim or Psalms 136, 7-8. If you're reading the KJV or the Masoretic, it's 137, 7-9. Remember, O Yahuwah, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to its foundations. Wretched daughter of Babylon, blessed shall he be who shall reward thee as you have rewarded us. Blessed shall he be who shall seize and dash your infants against the rock. Whoa! That's kind of graphic. But if you go to the KJV, it don't say that, okay? That means Yahuwah is going to even destroy the infants of this nation, okay? I'm serious. Like, when it comes to the Most High's judgment, it don't matter if you're a man, a woman, a child, a baby. If you ain't in him, bro, it's over for you, okay? So this prophecy or this scripture says that the daughter of Babylon, which is Mystery Babylon, which is America, you have rewarded us with wickedness. Therefore, you will be rewarded with wickedness by Yahuwah. And what he's going to do is he's going to destroy you, your husband, your children, your children's children, and everybody who is not in covenant with him. Specifically the European that has been nothing but the wicked, tool of Satan against us. Okay? Micah or Micah 4:10, be in pain and strengthen yourself and draw near, O daughter of Zion, as a woman in travail. For now you shall go forth out of the city and shall lodge in plain and shall reach even to Babylon. Then shall Yahuwah, Alua Hekam, Yahuwah your Alua, deliver you, and then shall he redeem you out of the hand of your enemies. Okay, so again, Micah is a prophetic book. This is all talking about where we currently are, which is Mystery Babylon. Now, I've heard people say things like, Mystery Babylon is not America. Mystery Babylon is the Roman Catholic Church. How so? How so? Because according to Babylon in Scripture, Babylon, every time we've looked at Babylon, Babylon is a nation. It's not a religion. I mean, it's not so much a belief system. It's a nation. Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon was a nation. Nimrod's Babylon was a nation. America is a nation. I just think people be trying to make excuses because they love this country. All right? Which, you know, like I said, you want to love America, you can love America all you want, but you can also share in her pain that's coming to her. Now, I've shared this video before, but I'm going to show you guys a few more videos before we get into these scriptures. So let's look at this real quick. Now, as I said, I've shown this video before, but I just want to show you again because in case you need a reminder that this is freaking Babylon. Okay, it is 100%. So let me share my screen, and we're going to look at this video that I've shared before on this channel. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay, let me switch over to the video here. Give me a second. All right. So we're going to watch this video. Now, if you guys hear echoing, please let me know because I have a feeling this might echo. If you hear no echo when I play this video, give me a 1. If you do hear an echo, give me a 2 because I hate it when it echoes like that. It's so annoying, especially when I'm going back listening to it. Y'all may not mind, but I do mind. So if there's no echo, give me a 1. If there is an echo, give me a 2. Here we go.
Sodomites. Kneel before your God, Babylon! Making me the highest paid megalomaniacal boy king in all of Babylon!
You see, if you go and visit the very...
Any echo? Give me a 1 if there's an echo, or give me a 1 if there's no echo. Give me a 2 if there is one. I'm just trying to make sure the audio's good, y'all. Okay, there is no echo. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure. V. Harrington says there is an echo. There is an echo? Hold on, y'all. There is an echo or there's not an echo? Because I have this set on my... Let me see something. Hold on a minute. I don't like it when there's an echo. That irritates me. Okay. No echo. Okay. I'm just making sure. Y'all, because I don't want there to be one. You know what I'm saying? That's like the most annoying thing to me personally is when there's echo. Okay. All right. So there's no echo. All praises to the Most High. Okay, just making sure, family. All right, let's keep going. And I'm actually going to full screen this so y'all can see the whole thing. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just full screen this here. All right. I'm going to start it over. But this is these celebrities admitting this is Babylon, you know, going up to get their golden idol at the Oscar and all that other stuff. Check it out.
Good evening, godless sodomites. Kneel before your God, Babylon! Making me the highest paid megalomaniacal boy king in all of Babylon!
You see, if you go and visit the very home of the Oscars where they hold it each year, you can see a plaque on the wall that says the Babylonian.
Okay, y'all are saying there's an echo. Y'all are saying that there is an echo. Hold on. I don't want there to be an echo, so I got to fix that. Okay, I'm switching out my speaker. I don't want there to be an echo at all. It wasn't, but it started to echo. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just switch this back over to the other setting. All right.
Court. The camera shows you the stage, and you see an unmistakable Tower of Babel.
Hold on. I gotta figure this out, y'all. I don't want there to be an echo. I don't know why it's doing that. Like usually when I set my settings up, my settings are good, but sometimes it just be messing up. Hold on. Something on this computer is not giving me the best audio right now. I'm trying to figure out why. What the heck is this? Okay. That on communication. For some reason, it's like I don't know if I have like something open that's causing the echo to happen, but He said, nah, y'all just looking for an echo, no echo. I mean, yeah, I know, but I have to make sure there's no echo. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want there to be that. It's just, it's bad. It's terrible for these shows that I'm doing. So there can't be echo. I'm not talking about me echoing. I'm talking about when I play the video, there shouldn't be an echo. But if there is, it's a problem. So let me see. I'm just trying to figure out how to like switch this back to my main device, because when it doesn't do that, it kind of messes stuff up. Set as default. Hold on. Disable, enable. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure everything's good, y'all, because like I said, if there's an echo, it's a problem for me. Everybody's saying something different. Some people saying there's echo, some people saying there's not an echo. So I'm not really sure. But I'm just trying to make sure there is. All right. Well, we're gonna just keep going. Hopefully there isn't an echo, but if there is, I'm not sure. We gotta just work through it. Hopefully there won't be one though. We'll see. All right, here we go.
And you see an unmistakable Tower of Babel embedded into the design. Outside of the Kodak Theater, you have the gate to Ishtar, and you have Babylonian gods put on the outside of the gate. They have the exact elephants. They have the same exact gate of Ishtar. They have the same exact Babylonian gods over the top of the gates.
Like a lot of people come up here and they thank Jesus for this award. I want you to know that no one had less to do with this award than Jesus. He didn't help me a bit. So all I can say is, suck it, Jesus. This award is my God now.
I'm thankful to the Oscar gods.
The other names of the gentlemen are all gods as far as the category concerned.
When you get this little golden statue, you become a star. In the Egyptian culture, they also had a little statue that represented the...
Okay, just like Nebuchadnezzar, a golden image. And he told those 3 Abari boys to get down and worship it, or I'm going to throw you in the fire. Okay? So I want y'all to see the parallels here. The parallels. This is Babylon.
God Ptah. And see, when an Egyptian king died, it was believed that his spirit went into the belt of Orion, and he then became a star. Up until 1999, the Oscars was held at a building called the Shrine, which was founded by William Florence and Walter Fleming, 2 high-ranking Scottish Rite Freemasons. Hollywood has long been interested in Freemasonry. Gene Autry, John Wayne, Nat King Cole, Duke Ellington, C.C. DeMille, Clark Gable, Walt Disney, Oliver Hardy.
Okay, hold on. Let me just address this person real quick. Sister Leah, or whatever your name is, Yahuwah did not say deliver yourself. Okay? He said come out of Babylon, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to just go up and leave. He said he's going to bring us back. And if you keep on saying things that go against Scripture, I'm going to kick you out. You over here talking about, oh, I got people you can connect with and all of that. Don't come in here saying that. All right? We're going to wait on Yahuwah. If you don't like it, then you could just leave. But we're going to wait on the Most High to deliver us. If you can't understand that, I don't know what else to tell you. You don't even believe in Yahusha. So I feel like you're already on the wrong channel. Talking about the Most High only. So just be careful what comes out of your mouth on here.
You name it, the list goes on. Many celebrities have come out and admitted their connection to Freemasonry. You can see the checkered floor. You can see the archways. You can see the sun motif in the background. All of these are letting you know exactly who owns this organization.
Okay, so you can see, like, as I mentioned, that all of these like award shows and even in Hollywood, you see these Babylonian deities that they worship in ancient Babylon and stuff like that. So America is another Babylon, okay? It is essentially based off of the same belief system, the paganism, the Semiramis and you know, Nimrod and the phallic symbol of Nimrod and all of that. Now I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more proof here about this. All right, let me show you this next thing. I always thought this was interesting. You know how they say Trump supporters are not racist? Well, look at this. You got Donald Trump right here, America first. And you see the KKK, America first. It's the same thing, dude. Same thing. All right? Just thought I'd point that out. America first, the Ku Klux Klan. And you can see it's right here on the coin. And then you got them holding the same thing with the Christian pagan cross. And then, of course, make America first again. But yet they're over here telling you the Democrats are really the racists. I'm just saying, I'm like, y'all the same as them. Y'all got the same belief system as the KKK and everything. And yet you saying the Democrats support the racists. Y'all done became the racist apologists for real. All right, let's keep going. I got more to show you guys about America in a second. Look at this meme. America don't mind bringing up our past, but got the nerve to get mad when we bringing up theirs. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, family? They always bringing up our past, right? But as soon as we bring up theirs, they want to run, tell us don't talk about it. Oh, don't talk about it. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys a video of this white man. He went on this public platform and he started talking about the bloody, wicked history of America. And this white man was like, no, man, don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? They love to run away from the truth being brought out. And that's why I talk about it unapologetically. I guarantee you guys, I played a few songs on this live before I started about the anti-American, you know, kind of thing that I'm on right now. Let me tell y'all something. The album Kwam Yasharal that's coming out soon that I'm working on is very anti-American. Every song on there is basically calling out America and condemning America. It is very anti-patriotic, anti-America, anti-red, white, and blue. So, you know, if you want to find a brew that makes anti-American album, that'll be me. Danielle's in the building. Shalom, sis. Shabbat shalom. Glad to hear it. Glad to see you here. I saw your husband too. Shout out to him. Now, just to show you an example of this, family, I'm going to play you guys this video of this white man. His name is Jeffrey Sachs. He started talking about America in ways that they didn't like, and so they started cutting him off, okay? Even if he's a white man talking about the truth, they're going to cut you off. Take a look.
That is a culture of authority and a culture of tradition. When I look at my own country, the United States, it is a semi-democratic, white-dominated, hierarchical, racist society that aims to preserve privilege by the elites. That's how it was formed in 1787. It was a slave-owning, genocidal country, killing Native Americans for a white culture. But amazingly, it still looks that way, although we're much more diverse now than we were.
Let me ask you this, Jeff, because this is
I want to point out that these are deep cultural distinctions.
Right.
But we shouldn't just...
You see that? He was trying to cut him off right there. You know, he started talking about G-siding people, started talking about slave owning. You know what I'm saying? Then he's like, okay, wait, man. You know, we don't want you talking about this, man. Come on, man. Please don't bring up our history. And that's what they do. And that's why they want to censor people like me. That's why they want to take down my documentaries. That's why they gave me a strike for that song, Exposing the Colonizer. That's going to be on this album, by the way. And y'all notice that about me. I speak this stuff unapologetically. I don't bite my tongue for nobody. All right? Especially not them. But you could just see, even when it's a white man that's talking about this, they don't want it to be talked about. See, I can respect this white man because he got enough to tell the truth, right? But the other people around him,
they were trying to get him to shut up. So let's keep listening because he's gonna bring up more stuff in this next part.
Simplify, because we say democracy and you know, these are, yes, it's important. What's important is actually the details. As I mentioned last night, Plato, democracy, that was the last thing on his mind. That was the enemy. The plus was a philosopher king, of course,
right,
in the Republic. And for Aristotle, it was much more subtle and complex of a system of governance that mixed governance by the one, by the few, and by the many, but on the good side of the ledger. And one more point I want to make about democracy, because we're in a democracy forum where we treat democracy as the good. The most violent century, by far, was perhaps the most democratic or second most democratic, and that was abroad.
Let's,
okay, right here.
It's
Jeff.
been by the most violent.
Jeff, you know I don't need you talking about the truth, Jeff. Get in line, Jeff. Stop talking about our history, Jeff. It's almost like, you know, when my mom used to try to get my attention. Yak, sir.
You can be democratic at home and ruthlessly imperial abroad. The most violent country in the world since 1950 has been the United States. It's
Jeff,
been by far involved
Jeffrey,
in more,
stop
wait a
now.
minute, in more wars.
Let's, Jeffrey, I'm Jeffrey, I'm your moderator, and it's enough.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, see, you know, you see all these white faces. Okay, you know, this black woman right here, you know, she kind of just the token black. And you can see some of these people got a look on their face like, I don't like what he's saying. I don't know if I agree with that. Now, you got to understand, we're talking about a majority white audience here. Now, you got, like I said, you got a black woman right here, right? Clearly. Now, I'm assuming that these were, so this event was the Athens Democracy Forum, okay? And even in a place where there would be more, you know, democratic things being talked about, they still don't want to talk about the situation at hand, which is the truth. You can't really run from this, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, as I showed you with that meme with Lawrence Fishburne, anytime you bring up the history, that's when they get extremely defensive. You know what I mean? And they start, you know, trying to deflect and stuff like that. Now, let me show you this next thing. This is Beyonce. And I'm going to show y'all that she has a history of dressing up like the whore of Babylon. Now, y'all know in the book of Revelations where it says that there was a whore, you know, clothed in what was it? Was it scarlet? Riding up on a scarlet beast? Well, obviously, that's what Beyonce is depicting herself as. In plain sight, dude. And I know people like her because she's a, you know, black woman with a lot of talent and very beautiful and stuff like that. But she's a witch. She's a high-ranking witch. Okay? And I know some people don't like me saying that, but it is what it is. All right? Now, as many other nations, okay, because America is Mystery Babylon and is attached to the paganism of many other nations, if you look here, you can see you've got the police officer beating the black man with this stick. But right here in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, they used to beat the Hebrew slaves also when they were you know, beating them during slavery in Egypt, that 215 years. You look right here, you see the eagle or the this actually be Osiris, which is another deity of Egypt. But then if you look at the eagle on the $1 bill, you can see it's the same thing. Basically the same damn thing. Now, Yahuwah said, I will bring you into Egypt again, which means house of bondage. But this house of bondage called America, which is Mystery Babylon, has a lot of traditions of paganism attached to it. That's why you got so many pagan religions. That's why you want to bring all these religions together and say we all worship the so-called God, right? And now even when you look down here, you see the obelisk or the Washington Monument, which is based in these ancient phallic symbols of Nimrod. Okay, America is literally another pagan nation. Okay, and that's how you know we living out the book. We living out the Bible. You feel what I'm saying? We are Yahudim in this nation surrounded by paganism, whether it's Buddha, whether it's the Statue of Liberty, whether it's the white Jesus, whether it's the dang cobblestone of Islam. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to show you guys some more stuff, but I'm just trying to help y'all see how all this stuff is really just reminiscent and really proves America really is Babylon. All right, let me share this next thing. Come back on the screen. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already, because I feel like this is just too real of a stream. You know, our people need to wake up and come out of this voting stuff. I'm still hearing Negroes who say they love Yahuwah and Yahusha talking about go vote. All right, now I warned you guys about about Project 20. Okay, I warned you guys about Project 2025. I warned you guys about all these things that they want to do to us. Well, I'm going to let these Trump supporters tell you themselves what they want to do to you. Even Candace Owens says that there is a plan to enslave us again. Okay, just in case you want to tell me these people are not racist, just in case you want to sit there and tap dance with these Trump supporters. Take a listen.
And the Civil Rights Act, though, let's be clear, created a beast, and that beast has now turned into an anti-white weapon.
Yeah, and that's the reality. And so we just need to fundamentally relook at a lot of our civil rights legal regime. And without that, even though I don't think it's sort of the magic bullet, but I think without that, there's limits to the amount of progress we're going to make.
Let's talk about discourse and dialogue. This topic would have been even more forbidden 4 or 5 years ago, but it's now becoming in more and more mainstream circles. Is that because the problem is becoming worse, or but our side is more courageous to confront it?
So they're saying they want to repeal the Civil Rights Act, and they want to give it to them. They want to repeal the Civil Rights Act, and they want to give it to their white people. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. Project 2025, listen, this ain't Democrat propaganda. They want you to think that. It is really about white supremacy and establishing themselves as power over you. And yes, they will bring back slavery. Let me show y'all that video real quick. Candace Owens admitted, and I'm pretty sure, you know, she's around people like them. Obviously she is. She's a conservative. There's obviously something that she's been around and that she's seen that concerns her enough to say this out loud and warn black people, these people want to enslave you again. Now, like I said, I'm not willingly going along with it. Okay, I'm telling you, there will be a massacre against these people if they try to do something to me. I'm just saying, I'm ready for the smoke with them. Let them try something with me. I dare you. Show up to my door and see what happens to you. All right, so look, let me show you this. So I just showed you that video. Now listen to this Republican. He was suggesting bringing back tree hangings. Take a listen. Okay? Now listen to Candace Owens right here and listen to what she tells you. Okay? So she's admitting this. She's telling you what it is. She hangs around a bunch of white people. She's married to white people, and she's telling you what their plan is. They want to enslave you again, whether you want to accept that or not. No sound? Okay, hold on, y'all. My bad. Let me replay it.
And I'm going to explain why in a second. But here it goes.
I literally believe that there is an evil intent to re-enslave Black Americans. And the ability for us not to read, to me, is everybody should be hitting the alarm on that. Like, why aren't Black boys learning how to read and yet being encouraged to make music, to follow hip hop, to do this, to do that, you know, follow sports, you know?
I feel like a couple years ago, if somebody were to have said they feel like there's an evil intent to re-enslave Black people, Candace Owens would have went off like, that's just in your mind. That's the narrative you're creating. You can go do whatever.
Okay, I'll get it, y'all.
You guys holding you back. No one's doing this. And I'm not attacking her, but I would like to know what changed. What was?
Okay, so she said that there's an evil agenda to enslave so-called Black Americans. Now, y'all said the video before didn't have sound, so I'll get it. This is the one where the Republican was saying he want to bring back tree hangings. Let me replay it. Hold on.
Just wondering about, could I put an amendment on that? It would include hanging by a tree also. And also, I would like to sign on to your bill, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys heard him say, can I put an amendment to bring back hanging by a tree? Okay, now they're already doing that. They're already doing that. They're still lynching us. We know this. But the fact that this man went before Congress and suggested that, I don't think you have to misunderstand what's going on here. Okay, there's a reason why they're steering Negroes over to Donald Trump. And like I said, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Democrat, nigga. I don't support none of these clowns. Yahuwah said only our people can rule over us. Only our own bloodline, only a Negro can rule over you. So we can't choose no heathen, no Edomite, nor no pagan Indian to rule over us. But this is why I've been warning you guys about what these people want. You know what I'm saying? And again, if they think you're going to get willing Negroes to go along with this, knowing who we are, I'm telling you, it's going to be the end of the white race. I'm just saying, if they really want to try that with us, it's going to be the end of y'all for real. So, you know, there's that. All right. All you're going to find is just, you know, smeared mashed potatoes all over the ground. There ain't gonna be nothing left but smeared mashed potatoes everywhere. I'm just saying. All right. Now, moving forward, as I said before, I do believe the second Exodus is near, especially when I factor in the things that are, you know, taking place right now in this world. So I want to remind you guys of the 400-year prophecy and why I believe that there is a great retribution by the hand of the Most High that's coming to deliver the children of Yasharal from this crusty country. So this is a video I had posted on Instagram, and I want to just share with you guys just a reminder of this eclipse thing, because again, I don't believe that this thing is I don't think at all that it was not a sign from the Most High. I believe it fully was. There's no part of me that doubts that.
There is much more to this upcoming solar eclipse. The eclipse makes an X shape over the face of America. America alone. The X is the same letter used in ancient Hebrew, which is God's language, the Tav. The Tav in Gematria is the number 400 and often symbolizes completion. This is important because it links to an ancient prophecy hidden within Scripture. The slavery of Abraham's kids. Abraham was told by God in Genesis 15 verses 13 to 14 that a nation would enslave his descendants, and afterward this nation would be judged. Does this sound familiar? America has enslaved Black people for a complete 400 years, fulfilling the prophecy God foretold. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation 13 verse 10.
Okay. So that's just more evidence of what the scriptures say, 400 years. And we talked about the significance of 400 years in my 400 years significant documentary and the significance in the Bible. All right. We even saw that this is mentioned in the book of the Apocalypse of Abraham, that 400 years is mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So there is something significant to that. All right. Now let's keep going. We got more to look at here. Amiya Yakiyada, sister. I don't know what that sister's issue is. I hope she's no longer bothering you, but I have booted her because she was just being disrespectful, like, you know, telling you you're wrong. And, you know, it's like people like her come in here all the time, and she don't even believe in Yahuwah. I mean, she don't even believe in Yahusha. So, you know, if you see her, just kick her for good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not playing games anymore. I'm really not. People always come in here with a distracting spirit all the damn time. Now, I've let her be here a few times, but, you know, it's like sometimes, bro, it's like people do too much. If you just ignore it and you act like it's not a big deal, people will continue to just, you know, take it to another level. All right. Now, just in case you need another reason why America will be judged, is because of Freemasonry. Now, I want you to look at this video. This is a bunch of heathen Freemasons that are over here marrying little boys, okay, because they a bunch of homos, all right, bunch of pedos. Take a look. Boy brides of Freemasonry, okay? And I told you guys that Freemasonry is based on ancient Egypt, another pagan nation, obviously. But, you know, these are your Luciferians. These are your people at the top. These are these white men in power. This is the stuff that they do. Now I'm going to show you this next video. And listen, I know that this is a video of, I don't even remember this lady's name because it don't matter. They all the same. But this lady was making a video about eating bugs because they were trying to program us to eat bugs. And, you know, I know the Torah says that there's clean and unclean. I'm not eating bugs anytime soon, okay? Even though there are some bugs that are clean. She's not telling you to eat clean bugs. She's over here eating doo-doo worms and stuff like that.
Hidden talent, eating micro livestock, hornworms. They're still alive.
Ew, bro. Nasty. These shaggy heathens, man. Nicole Kidman, thank you.
Very moist, chewy.
These books? I first had them when I was first in country. Crickets. You start with crickets. Yeah. Crickets in a beer.
And this is Angelina Jolie. And I showed y'all in a documentary, she's RH negative. So this is normal for her. This is normal for people of the serpent bloodline to be, you know, eating bugs and stuff like that. But they use these celebrities to normalize certain things.
And then you kind of, you know, move up to tarantulas. Go ahead. It's hard to chew. Yeah. Scorpion.
Dried chips.
Like chips. Yeah. Some chips.
Yeah, like
and some
flavorless chips.
Yeah. Many surprises.
Let's start with these guys. These are grasshopper kebabs, teriyaki marinated, quite delicious. I heartily encourage that you try one.
Okay, Anna, do you want to try it? You want to try one?
I have plenty for everyone.
You try
it? Why they want to try to give it to the black man? Oh,
you don't have to.
You looking at them like, man, I ain't eating this.
I do already.
But they do it.
You know.
Oh boy, yeah. So this is Hollywood, man. You know, they into all type of wickedness and nasty ass stuff like this. That's just what they do. You know. Now moving on. I'm gonna have to probably mute this because I mean I don't think this is copyright music because this is more of a remake of a song. But this is a pagan church, a Christian church. Now, you can't tell me that this don't look like the world, okay? You know what? Fair use, YouTube. This is for educational purposes only. I'm going to play the sound, all right? So y'all can see. But what this... Give me a one if y'all know who Pastor Todd is. That young pastor, young Yahudi pastor that like spit in his hand and smeared it all over another man's face. This is his church doing this. And they were doing this on pagan Easter, okay? So, again, this is just the world. And this is why I'm glad I don't follow Christianity no more. Because Christianity is foolishness like this. Mixing with the world, wanting to be like the world when Yahuwah told us to be Kadash and separated from the world. But take a look, man. This is just like the world, bro. I don't know how this is any different than a rap concert. Okay, so you can see they doing all these ritual dances. You got women dressed like this and smoke all in the air. Like, what type of ritualistic stuff? This isn't a church, y'all. On pagan Easter, they're doing a whole ritual to Ishtar. And people are sitting there saying, yeah, praise Jesus, praise Jesus. Over there clapping like barking circus. Yeah, Jesus, Jesus. I'm so glad I am out of religion, bro. This is foolishness. And I don't know if you really follow the Most High, there's no way even your spirit could sit in this church and see all this going on and not want to walk out. Unless you just as brainwashed as everybody else in there. This should be a wake-up call while Christianity is pagan. But Christianity is such a strong delusion that people think, well, this is just a watered-down version of Christianity, but I still believe in Jesus. They don't realize that this is how Christianity always has been. It's always been this way. They're just being a little bit more emboldened about it. That's all. The dragon was an angel turned into a hustler. Wait, what? Oh, my Father in heaven. Abba Yahuwah, help us all. Get us out of this crusty place, or I'm gonna burn it down. Listen to this, okay? I'm reading the lyrics for you. It says, now this is in the melody of Diva, which was Beyonce, and we're gonna talk about her later. They said, nah, 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 the dragon was an angel turned into a hustler. Like, are you kidding me? Family, this is insane. I'm like, what? It's almost unbelievable. But let's keep going.
Stop the track. Let me stay back. So you give me a minute.
What the heck?
And I'll be right back. Got the prince in my dungeon. They said that I couldn't get it. I done got so sick and filthy with envy. I can't bring it down. Jimmy out.
What the hell is he wearing? Oh my gosh. I mean, I know we're not supposed to laugh because it's kind of sad, but this is just crazy, bro. Yeah, Ak, King Shak Yahuda. This is Pastor Todd. That's his church. That is his church. Wait, somebody said something. Hold on. No Wait has a question if you have time to answer. No Wait, that's her name, is No Wait. Where's that? Well, I don't see it. Oh, okay. In Louisiana, white, black, and Native American, A-negative blood, but I have Negro cousins. We're going to be separating the kingdom based on RH, even though our belief got us in the kingdom. I've already talked about this, dude. If you're RH negative, bro, you can still be saved as long as you're not Jewish. But no, Native Americans are not one of us. They're not Negroes, okay? Because Native Americans literally enslaved us. Native Americans literally got freed before us. And as a matter of fact, they were also owning plantations. I believe all Negroes are the children of Yahshua. It has nothing to do with Native Americans. They already were here. We were brought here on chains and enslaved ships, okay? So y'all was already here. If you're Native American, then y'all people was already here. Y'all are not like, we are not like y'all. You are not like us. Your traditions are not in Torah. You know, we don't worship totem poles. We don't do spirit quests, shamanism, witch doctors. That's all Hamite stuff. That's heathen stuff. So no, I don't subscribe to Native Americans being us. Sorry. Anyway, and can you, if y'all don't ask me questions, bro, can y'all keep it on this? Like, if you got questions after I'm done with the show, then you can ask me whatever you want. But if you got questions, it needs to stick with the topic at hand, not other stuff until the end of the show. All right, let's keep going.
I think I'm getting too much money.
As we were saying, Dragon, this is what you need to do. Step one, find you a baddie. Okay. Step two, She gotta have a fatty.
Hey,
Yeah. Look back at it.
Uh-oh.
What is she doing?
Friends, I don't have a fatty.
Girl, we keep telling you it's okay. Your little booty matter too, friend.
Y'all know they don't be discriminating.
Now look at this. You see the cross. Do y'all see the pagan cross and you see the fire? Okay. Now I'm assuming that this is some kind of production or something like that, or some sort of production, or because like when I was at church and back in the days, they used to do like little stage shows and stuff like that, little Christmas productions and stuff like that. But this looked like some satanic ritual stuff. And then of course you got the pagan cross of Tammuz right here, and you got the black Messiah, obviously the black man playing Jesus. But I still think this is just demonic. Like everything about it is. And I don't know how you're turning people from the world by literally having people remake worldly songs and putting in lyrics that are gospel, I guess you could say. I still feel like that spirit that's on the original worldly song is still going to be on people. And I don't feel like you making that song is going to turn them away from them songs that encourage the wickedness. So I feel like you can't really remake something that's wicked and turn it into something that's good. I'm just saying. All right, let's. What the hell? I did it. Oh, bro, this is crazy. Okay, fam. I think I've shown you enough. I think I have shown you enough. Oh, boy. Now, y'all know I'm from LA, right? So, we have like churches like City of Refuge, and they do all types of stuff like this. You know what I mean? A pastor, bro, he a whole homo. He a whole gay man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, when you got this watered down version of the scriptures and you ain't teaching against homosexuality, you ain't teaching against the ways of the world and stuff like that, that's the type of stuff that's going to happen. That's the type of stuff that's going to happen. All right? These pastors don't say nothing. They keep their mouth closed because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. I'm not about that. We tell the truth. Now, what you choose to do with that truth, that's on you. All right? Now, this next video is the parallels between ancient Egypt and America.
True that America is one of those unique nations because we have patterns like ancient Rome, like ancient Israel, like ancient Babylon, and even like Egypt. Let me give you a couple of these. Number one, this is an Egyptian picture. The Great Pyramid in Giza, Egypt. We have the Great Pyramid on the back of the $1 bill. The all-seeing eye of the pyramid is said to be the all-seeing eye of God. However, in Egypt, it was Horus or Ra who was looking down on the nation. The Washington Monument is an obelisk, which is actually, if we go back to Egypt, was a monument to the sun god Ra. And again, we're not saying that that's what we made it. Our founders took it and redeveloped it, but I'm saying that's where it Egypt. Came from. That's where it came from. We're just simply telling you where it came from. The Egyptian leader was called a young lion among the nations. Egypt had a 5-pointed star that represents the 5 forces of nature, and our flag has 5-pointed stars on our flag. The Statue of Liberty, which we call her Lady Liberty, was patterned similar after the Egyptian goddess Isis. The phoenix bird, which never dies but reemerges and redevelops itself, was actually the first bird representing America, and it was later changed to the eagle being, of course, an emblem of ancient Rome. Now, Bill, go back in with the people, because most people would not be aware of this unless they followed our ministry for many, many years. But back in the year 2008, it happened, oddly enough, the week to the first program we
saw the tour
of the
Okay, let's move on. But you can see the Washington Monument, what you call a Washington Monument, which is really a representation of Nimrod's ding dong. That's really what that represents. Just like they say that he impregnated Semiramis long after he died and gave her Tammuz. Okay? So this is a representation of the divine ding dong, so-called ding dong of Nimrod. Okay? That's why it looks the way it does. And that's why when you look at the tip of it, it looks like his head, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the head between your shoulders. Okay? This represents paganism. All right. So it's not a coincidence that it's all over America. All right, let's keep going. Now, obviously, you guys know that America is occupied by the synagogue of Satan. That should not be any shock to you guys. And that's why they kiss Israel's behind so much. Take a look.
Of shame. Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen, Attorney General Merrick Garland, Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas, Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines, White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman, Secretary of State for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland, Office of Science and Technology Policy Eric Lander, Director of the Central Intelligence Agency David S. Cohen. There you have it. What are the chances that less than 2% of the population would occupy all of 10 of the most important positions in the administration? Since Jews are dual nationals, ask yourself, where do loyalties lay? Why do Jews control our government, our courts, our press, our schools, and our banking and entertainment industries? Jews have seized America. Face up to it. America has a Zionist-occupied government. Jews own or control the media, Hollywood, the U.S. money supply via the Federal Reserve European Jew bankers who set it up in 1913. Jews control the Ivy League universities by...
Okay, I think you get it. Okay, Amalek runs everything here in America. All right, now, this right here is the Republican National Convention. Now, what I find so interesting, family, because they make excuses for this man all the time, the Trump supporters, right? They say he's a Christian. He was sent by God. Well, please help me understand why he allowed this Indian woman to come and pray in the name of another deity. I mean, I get it. Y'all believe in the white Jesus, the fake Jesus. That's fine, because that's another deity. That's not Yahuwah. That's not Yahusha. But I just want you to look at how this Republican thing, it's going to help bring about the one world religion and the inclusion, okay, of bringing all these religions together. As you read about when it talks about, how the anti-Messiah will have power over all tribes. Clearly supports. I mean, that should have been if everything about DJT, Donald Duck, right? If everything about him being the father of the ouchie ouch or the what, or him saying grab a woman by their the JJ and all that other stuff, all these things, ain't him being an Epstein Island, him talking about having intercourse with his daughter. If all those things did not turn you away from him, okay, this should. Take a look. Now look at that, the Christian cross, the American flag, but you got this heathen right here. Well, I mean, it's a bunch of heathens, but you got this Indian woman coming on stage and praying to another deity. I'm just saying, I thought y'all was Christians. Y'all allow this? You should have condemned him, but they still supporting him though.
Dear Waheguru, our one true God, we thank you.
Wait, who? The what? The Hindu deity. That's what I'm saying. Facts. That's who she was praying to. And I'm not going to pray the whole thing because I don't want y'all to be, taking in what this woman is praying and what she's praying to, which we know is Satan. But that should have been a moment where everybody was condemning him for allowing this Indian woman to go up there on stage, but nobody said anything. And the fact that he brought her up there is because he knows his fans are stupid. His supporters are dumb, and they'll allow him to do anything. And, well, this is America. All right? Now, let's keep going. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the deity, but it's a deity with a monkey face. I kid you not. It's literally a deity that's like half man, half monkey, half elephant. I'm serious. All right. I've shown this before, but I feel like this cartoon tells a lot of truth. Let me make sure the sound's on. Okay, it is. Here we go.
I'm the United States. And I'm Israel. With you behind me, I can do whatever I want. Well, I want you. Take me. No, this is wrong. We both have the same father, Satan. I don't care. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Judeo-Christian false God.
I mean, they use humor, right? but there's truth. It says that the father of Israel and the father of America is Satan, which is true. It is true. But a lot of people will be offended by this and be angry, but they're telling you the truth to your face. Then they're saying that the God of Jews and Christianity is false, which is true, again. But because people are in religion, they would take advantage, they would take offense to that and be like, why would they say that? That's evil. But I agree with that. It is not a righteous Allah that is the so-called God of Christianity and Judaism. It's not. That is Satan. That is the evil one that they're the root of their doctrine is from. It's just they don't do any research, so they couldn't tell you much about it. All right, let's keep going. And I'm going to get back to the scriptures. I just want to get through these videos because we got a bunch of them. All right. I think I want to use this as a meme, bro, for real. When you are sick of Babylon, America, and her wicked ways, as well as this world as a whole, or this world as a whole, take a look.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I want to go home.
I'm going to definitely start using this as a meme for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's really how I be feeling. Like, I hate it here. Father, I want to go home. I be feeling like that every day, bro. Every day I'm reminded why I hate this nation for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, they have to put the truth in plain sight, right? Because they know that the masses won't see it and it'll go right over their head. But they tell you the truth because they believe in something called karmic retribution, okay? They call it karmic retribution. Karmic retribution, you know, I don't believe in karma and all this new age, so I don't believe in that. They believe in it, though, the Luciferians. They believe in karmic retribution, where they show you something and they tell you something, therefore they can absolve themselves of bad things happening to them or so-called karma, okay? So if I tell you that there's poison in this Kool-Aid, but I told you it's just a little bit of poison, but it won't, you know, it won't kill you, but there's poison in there, right? They believe if I told you that there's just a little bit of poison in there, you know what I'm saying, and you drink it, I'm not responsible for that because I told you there's poison in there. Just like I'm going to tell you that there is a Luciferian cabal. I'm going to tell you that there is trafficking. I'm going to tell you that these people are Khazars who stole our identity. And I'm even going to tell the Negroes they're the chosen people. So when Yahuwah starts judging us, we ain't going to be getting karma. But what they fail to understand is there's no way to avoid what's going to happen to you because of what you've done to his children. But see, they believe in karmic retribution, that, you know, the things in the world that can happen to them can happen to them. But see, Yahuwah, you reap what you sow when it comes to him. That's why a lot of these movies and television shows, they put the truth in plain sight that we the people of Yahuwah. Especially these slave movies. You know what I'm saying? They put a lot of stuff in your face about us being the Israelites. Because they think that because they told you, they're not guilty of stealing your identity. Even though we know that's not the truth, right? So that's why they do what you call predictive programming, because they believe it absolves them of what they call karmic retribution. All right, next thing. The whore of Babylon.
The whore of Babylon. Do you think it is just a coincidence that the U.S., the home of the greatest and most famous statue of Ishtar, provides 65% of pornographic movies and adult entertainment to the world? It's just like the scriptures foretold. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The U.S. today has the most powerful economy and military, controls worldwide commerce, is proud and arrogant, has the most developed Air Force and space program, and it is the envy of the world. It houses the whore of Babylon. It reigns over the kings of the earth. And unfortunately for every living American, it is Mystery Babylon.
Okay? Now, you can see that America, and you know, we're going to look at some of these scriptures to prove this, because I hear a lot of people come up with these different theories about what they believe Babylon actually is. I've heard people say at the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, let me close out some of these videos. Give me a second, fam. I've heard a lot of people tell me that it's different things. I've heard people say it's the Roman Catholic Church, it's the Vatican, it's this, it's that, all these other things. But you know what? We're going to look at what the scriptures say, because believe it or not, the scriptures do reveal many, many things so you can know what it really, really is, what Mystery Babylon is. And we'll look at them together, and I'll let you come to your own conclusions. I'm going to share the scriptures with you. If you want to, believe it's something else, that's totally fine. But from what I can see, it is America. It is definitely America. And I'm showing you all of this just to support my point. So when you get to the scriptures, then you have what I showed you in these videos, plus what the scriptures say. Okay? So we're going to go through the scriptures in a minute so we can kind of identify what this Mystery Babylon is. So when it says in Revelations 18 to come out of her, you understand what you need to come out of. Now, when I say come out of her, or when Yahuwah says come out of her, he's not telling you physically come out of her. He's telling you to come out of her mentally, socially, politically, in all of these different ways. Come out of the indoctrination, come out of the religions, come out of all of it, and come back into covenant with him. To come out of her is to come back in covenant with him. So if you are in covenant with him, that means you have nothing to do with anything with this country. He brought you into this country by means of slavery, by ways of slavery, because you broke the covenant with him, or our forefathers did. Coming back into covenant with him is coming out of covenant with this whore. The covenant you made with the whore. You remember when you were a child and you put your hand over your heart and said, I pledge allegiance to the flag. Denounce it. Denounce it right now. If you have not denounced it, I'm asking you right now, silently if you need to denounce that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now, even though I've done it before, just to be an example to y'all who haven't done it. Father, I denounce the Statue of Liberty. I denounce any type of allegiance to this country, to a flag, or to man's Babylon. I denounce any covenant I've made with this country. I denounce it all. Father, I choose you. I am in covenant with you. I denounce the programming of this nation. The flag can't save me. I denounce my allegiance to the flag. All those times I said it as a child, Father, I denounce it. I renounce it. We have to denounce everything that we have accepted from this crusty country. I spit on this country. I'm with you all the way. Hate it here. Trash. But yeah, just make sure that and if you have children in school, I think you should definitely be careful about what they're pledging allegiance to. Okay, because they love to come for your children when they're young and they don't know what they're doing. So if you have children in school, in the public education or public indoctrination system, for lack of a better word, you need to be very, very inquisitive about what they're doing and what they're getting your child to do while they're at school. Because chances are they probably got them pledging allegiance to the flag too. I remember one time, bro, I've always loved the Most High, even before I knew who I was, right? And I remember in high school, I didn't want to pledge allegiance to the flag because something in my ruach was telling me this is wrong, right? I believe in the Most High, but who I called God at the time, I was 19, right? And yet they're trying to get me, I think I was 18. Yeah, it was my senior year. Okay. So they were trying to get me to pledge allegiance to the flag, but I believed in who I called God, right? So I was like, how can I pledge allegiance to the flag and say I believe in the Most High? And so they told me, get up and pledge allegiance. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. That's against my beliefs. You know what that white man did? He sent me to the principal's office and said, did he give you instruction to get up and pledge allegiance to the flag and stand? I said, yeah. He's like, okay, well, I can suspend you for being disobedient. I'm like, but you can't force me to do something against my beliefs either. They really made a whole issue about this. They really made a whole issue about this. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just be careful if you're a parent and you have a child in this massive public indoctrination called school, because there's probably things that they have them doing you probably don't know about. And they're definitely trying to get in the kid's mind to not tell you about what they're teaching them. So, yeah. Tim says, Yexer, I also felt that it was wrong in my rule to pledge allegiance to the flag several years before I came into the truth. Right? I feel like it was a stirring up of Yahuwah for a time such as this, where I'll be so committed to him, and I will come into this understanding about this country and everything else, right? So even back then, I just felt like something was off. Tasha, don't address her. Please, everybody, please ignore her. If she's talking about you need to flee on our own, I'll get to her question at the end of the show. If you feel like you want to, Leah, I'm asking you nicely. I don't want to kick you out of here, okay? Can you leave this alone until the show is over? All right? If you want to call in and show scripture proving we need to flee for ourselves, we can go through that. But I'm asking you right now not to distract people. So save it for after the show. You can call in, give me your scriptures, and we'll go through all of this. But right now, we need to stay focused on the lesson. This is your last warning. If you do this again, I'm banning you permanently. Wait until after the show. All right? That's it. Family, if they do it again, you know, she says anything else, don't respond to her, ignore her. Focus on what we're talking about. She's trying to be a distraction. That's what I'm telling you. This is a warning. You do it again, I'm banning you for good. Wait until we're done, then we can get to your questions or whatever it is you got to say. All right. Anyway, moving on. All right. So, yeah, it was just for me, family. It was just something in my heart that just felt like doing that was wrong. And we weren't supposed to do that, you know. And now coming into this understanding, I realized that we were making a allegiance to this nation, the nation that Yahuwah said he's going to destroy. All right, let's keep going. All right, so this is the next video I want to show you guys here. It's a little bit more about Babylon, America. Let me make sure it sounds on. Yep. Okay, here we go.
God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Now, very clearly, when it references Michael, this is talking about Michael the archangel. And we could see that there's a battle going on between Michael and the princes of Persia. Now, the prince of Persia is...
Fast forward all this.
Washington, the United States.
Now, I'm sure you guys know that America was founded by Freemasons, okay? We all know that. I mean, I hope you know that. I hope you guys all know that America was founded by Freemasons. So we already know that it's built by wicked, evil men, okay? But let me just give you a little bit more history on that. So let's go back.
Satan is of this world. He is the God, small g, not a capital. He is the God of this world. It is he and his horrible, dark angels that we contend with.
We talked about the demon that ran Persia. There's a demon running the United States. Yeah, right. The Prince of the United States. The Prince of Washington, D.C. The Prince of the United States of America. They have a big obelisk unto him.
Secret Destiny of America.
Washington, D.C. is probably the most significant city in the world. It's a world that's built for Satan.
We see a wonderful historic day for the nation, and the Freemasons of the United States of America are most
Look at all
privileged
these
and happy
heathens.
to be able to participate in this momentous event. We are beginning our day, as we do in Freemasonry, with the thought of God. In order to be a Freemason, one must not belong to any particular religion, but he must believe in a supreme being in some form. Senator Thurman, members of Congress, most worshipful Grand Masters, my brother Masons, and my fellow Americans. Today is a most sacred and special occasion for all of us. 200 years ago, beneath this hallowed sanctuary, the Capitol cornerstone was laid by President and then Grand Master
Grandmaster George Washington, okay? What more do I have to show you? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. These Trump supporters talk about we conspiracy theorists. Oh, we know all of this. And they talk about the founding fathers who were a bunch of slave owners, okay? Slave owners. And not just slave owners, Freemason slave owners, nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get a little passionate, bro. Y'all know how yeks are me, but I'm just saying, bro, like this is the truth. This is history of America. And you notice they never talk about them being Masons. They say it was a so-called Christian nation, right? That's what they always say to try to defend, you know what I'm saying, pushing Christianity on everybody, right? But these people are clearly Freemasons. Now, they say that it don't matter what religion you is, as long as you believe in so-called God, right? But we know God is Satan's name. We know they don't talk about Yahuwah, Yahusha. You dare not say Yahuwah, Yahusha. And I've done an episode where we literally looked at the Freemason Bible. It has white Jesus in there. White Jesus, you know what I'm saying, talks about Christianity, the God of Christianity. Yeah, Trump fans swear, you know what I'm saying, it's a Christian nation. They swear that all the time, but they don't realize it was built by Masons. Yes, please hit the like button, family. I appreciate it. Yeah, hey, listen, family. Queen Raya, all of y'all, do not talk to that girl, okay? Don't talk to her. I'm allowing her to be here, but if she continues, I will kick her out. Don't respond to her. Focus on me. Focus on Yexer, okay? Don't respond to her, all right? I will address her questions after the show. But let's just focus on what we talking about right now. She's the only one talking about a whole bunch of other different stuff that ain't got nothing to do with Yahuwah, Yahusha, because she's being a spirit of distraction. And if she don't get herself together, she will be kicked out and never be able to comment in here again. I'm trying to be nice because I'll address her questions, but she needs to be patient. Do not respond to her, okay? Stick with the topic at hand, family. Thank you. All right. So let's keep going, man. I'm just saying, these are things you know these Trump supporters won't talk about.
Of Freemasons, George Washington. The inauguration of George Washington had taken place on April 30th of that year. On the Bible, which is here this morning through the courtesy of St. John's Lodge number 1. This is the same Bible upon which Presidents Clinton, Bush, Carter, and George Washington were inaugurated president.
The story of how Washington, D.C. came to be is very interesting. Washington, D.C. was originally farmland. This was chosen, of course, by Jefferson and Washington and others to be the site of the new capital of the United States. But Thomas Jefferson knew that this great city needed a full-time architect. He would be the one who watched over it, but he obtained the services of a man from France, a Freemason named Pierre Lafont. Pierre Lafont was a man who knew the Masonic occult world. He knew what he was designated to do. He sought to build a city which was shaped.
Now you see the pentagram? You see the pentagram. All right? And y'all Negroes talking about, oh, we indigenous to this land. This whole land, this whole area. Now I get it. The Europeans came and did some things, but this whole, one thing I'll say is, even when you think about Yerushalayim, right, where Yahuwah put his name, this type of stuff would never be able to happen. Now I know about the Maccabean revolt, to where, you know, the Macedonians came into the land and, you know, they started, you know, overthrowing things and something like that. But those Macedonians, you know what I'm saying, were not in power for an extended period of time because they ended up getting defeated, right? These Europeans, ever since they've been here, they've always been in power. There's never been a time where they have not been in power, right? Hundreds and hundreds of years, these people have been in power.
In the form of a pentagram.
The first time I heard that, you know what I did? I went on Google Earth. Because I don't just believe everything I hear. I went on Google Earth. I didn't even look at a map. I looked at Google Earth and just zoomed in with a satellite image on that, and I said, there it is. I mean, you'd have to be blind not to see it. I was thinking like, okay, how am I going to find it? And there was just, it's right there.
Plain sight.
You can't miss it. The United States of America has historically been a Christian nation in the sense that most of the people who live here have claimed the name of Jesus Christ.
Columbia Pictures. They see the logo when the woman comes.
And this right here, this also represents Lucifer, the light bearer, and it also connects to Semiramis or Isis, you know, the pagan deities, the Virgin Mary, who was really Mary Magdalene. Okay, so you see all the paganism and wickedness attached to this nation. And it's going to make sense when we go through the scripts.
Out and the beautiful woman, and she's holding a great flame in her hand or a great light.
Also, this is another form of what you see with the Statue of Liberty, okay? Where she's holding up the light or the lamp.
The great torch, the torch of knowledge, of light, because Satan comes as an angel of light. That's his light. She's his goddess, and she's holding up that light. But why would the District of Columbus be called that?
Why not the District of Christ? You know,
Yeah,
that is a replica of Prometheus.
They're all idols of Satan. That's what we have in Washington, D.C.
You see, Washington, D.C., you see all these deities they got set up, and we're going to look at some of those in a second, okay? Washington, D.C. got a bunch of Apollyon and all these deities of the heathens. My, oh, my, oh, my.
They're beautiful. Oh, yes, they're beautiful. They're lovely. They're made of stone, but they are of the devil. There's a famous book published by Freemasons
of cornerstones which have been laid Masonically.
The Washington Monument, that giant obelisk, is based on an obelisk from the 14th century BC, ancient Egypt.
Now, why
others, and that's why we read here.
Okay. Now, I mean, there's a lot I could say about the dollar bill. I mean, you got the pyramid, that's your first captivity, and you got the eagle, that's your last captivity. But even on the Egypt symbol, the pyramid symbolism, it says the New World Order. That Annoet Coeptus means New World Order of the Ages, with the all-seeing eye on it. I mean, even when you look at the money, dude, like on all the occultic symbolism on this, because you got a pentagram right here with the stars, right?
Here in God,
I don't know how
trust,
you could attach.
they settled America for religious freedom. He said at the same time, a group of occultists and free
something even bigger.
All right, we're gonna stop there, family. I might save this, and we might have to. I might put up the whole video on my Rumble, because I feel like this documentary does tackle some important things. But of course, you got to dismiss the Christianity stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, so the next thing I want to show you guys is we're going to talk a little bit about Beyonce, man, because she loves to dress up like the whore of Babylon, and she's done it so many times. And I'm going to show y'all that real quick. Let's see. Is this it? No, hold on. Where is it? I have a video of her dressed up like the whore of Babylon from her. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so obviously you guys know that she has a demon in her, which is Sasha Fierce. And when she performs, she transforms into this thing, or this thing takes over her. Now, if you look at some of her videos, bro, there's so much satanic symbolism in her videos alone. But I mean, she even said out of her own mouth in one of her songs that she wipes her period blood with the Bible. Which if that don't bother you, then I don't know what the heck you got going on in your life. Let me see if I can find that video, man. It's from her Lemonade album, where she says she wipes herself with the Holy Book. As you know, we know she's talking about the Bible. So that should definitely bother you. But she actually said that, and I'm gonna see if I can pull up the video here and show you guys that little clip where she did say that. Yep, right here, right here. Take a listen.
Stayed for 60 days. Wore white. Abstained from mirrors. Abstained from sex. slowly did not speak another word. In that time, my hair I grew past my ankles. I slept on a mat on the floor. I swallowed a sword. I levitated, went to the basement, confessed my sins and was baptized in a river. Got on my knees and said amen and said I mean. I whipped my own back and asked for dominion at your feet. I threw myself into a volcano. I drank the blood and drank the wine.
I drank the blood? What? This woman is a witch, y'all.
Sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil. I grew thick in skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the holy book.
Look. Do you see that? She's a witch. She's a whole witch. But our people are so... Oh, shoot. Phil, y'all, who was in the building? What up, Aki? All praises to the Most High. He said, I'm not trying to break down. I had a very hard day. Oh, I'm sorry, Aki. I'm sorry to hear that, Ak. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you're with us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're a real one. We love you. And, you know, like I told you, Ak, if you need to reach out to me, you can. All right. So she says she uses the Bible to wipe herself when she's on that time of the month. And that's why I say, but see, she has this spell on Negroes where she can say things like this and people will still defend her and call her the queen. Yeah, she's the queen of Babylon, but that's not a flex. Now, look at this next thing. All right. Now, this is from her homecoming tour. All right. Now, look at this hat. These are supposed to be horns, y'all. Okay. She is representing the whore of Babylon. Let me just play this little gift. Okay. There is a particular reason why this hat looks like this. This hat represents horns on her head. Okay. She is representing herself as the whore of Babylon. And that's why when you look at her Renaissance tour, she was riding on a bunch of horses also, which represents the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So I think that there's a lot of things that you know what I'm saying, could be very, very dangerous to people. Didn't she also buy a whole church? Yes, she did. I totally forgot about that. All praises to the Most High. Yes, she has a church where people worship her. I kid you not. Our Creole people, Yasharal. That's hard to say, because some of them are mixed with like European and stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't done enough research on it. Okay, so I showed y'all that. Okay. Family, if you can, please hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. If you can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it, family. Okay. Thank y'all so much. All right. So I showed y'all that. Just, you know, this is not a Beyonce video. This is not a video where we're going to be talking about her, but I just wanted to show you a few examples of that, of you know, what she's attached to and how, you know, how she's a high-ranking witch. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys a few more videos and we're going to go to the scriptures. Now, just in case you don't believe the Statue of Liberty is Lucifer, take a look. All right. This is Lucifer, a painting of Lucifer, and this is the Statue of Liberty. Okay. Right in your face. And I told you about the fallen angels and all of that stuff. It all connects. All right. Well, there's that. Then I'm going to show you this next thing here. Give me a second. Got so many tabs pulled up. I'm going to close some of these. And I already showed you guys this, so we'll just close that out. Okay. I'm just trying to get through all these windows real quick so I can make sure I don't leave nothing out before we go back to the scriptures. All right. Okay, family. So now we're going to look at some of this other stuff that we have here because I think you know, in some of these videos, we've kind of proven, you know, some things. We've shown some things. And I'm going to show you one more video before we get to the scriptures, and then that'll be that. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, I need to show you that the Statue of Liberty is also connected to the Rothschilds. I find it very interesting that these Rothschilds and Marina Abramovic, who does the spirit cooking stuff, are standing in front of this image of Lucifer. Very interesting, isn't it? Oh boy. Yeah. All right, I'm going to close some of these windows. I'm going to save this last video, and then we're going to jump into these scriptures so we can prove the fall of Babylon that is coming to America. Looked at that already. I'm just closing some of these windows, y'all, before we continue on. Okay, that's better. All righty. Now, this last video I'm going to show you is from TikTok. It's just a quick little TikTok video talking about how the Statue of Liberty also represents Lucifer, the light bearer, as I just showed you a second ago. But we're going to watch this last video, and we're going to jump over to these scripts. Here we go.
I'm not actually a symbol of freedom and democracy. Hello, I'm the Statue of Liberty. I represent Lucifer, the light bearer, sent to lead humans astray. My crown's 7 points. The 7 deadly sins I encourage you to indulge in. My torch? Lucifer's light I shine to misguide you. The freedom I offer isn't freedom under God, but from God. For centuries, I've been part of a hidden Luciferian agenda. When France gifted me to America, it seemed an act of friendship. But it was a Trojan horse, a brilliant scheme to insert sinister symbolism into the heart of the world's greatest democracy. Few know the truth, that I secretly welcome demons and pagan gods to the new world.
Let me turn this up a little bit. It's kind of low.
Under my skirts, witches gather and chant by moonlight, weaving spells to bind the souls of this nation. In my right hand, I hold chains and shackles, not a torch. My face is stern not because I'm determined to enlighten the world, but because I'm focused on humanity's enslavement. But now you know the truth. Spread the word, before my evil scheme achieves its wicked ends.
All right, we'll stop there. All right, we're going to look at these scriptures, bro. So, let me show y'all this. Now, bro, you could think whatever you want, bro, but the scriptures say way different than what you're talking about. So, you're allowed to think whatever you want, but that don't mean we're going to sit there and agree with you, especially when everything I do, I show proof. So, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but you're wrong. Anyway, so we're going to jump over here to the scriptures now. We're going to look at these scriptures because these scriptures, I feel like, really help us identify what Mystery Babylon is, okay? And we're going to just go through these scriptures little by little, and then we can get a little bit more understanding on Mystery Babylon, who Mystery Babylon truly is, all right? So let me full screen this. Okay, so identifying modern-day Mystery Babylon. Number 1, witchcraft and sorcery, okay? So this Mystery Babylon is going to be heavily tied to witchcraft, sorcery, and all of these things. Isaiah 47:1, come down, sit on the ground, O virgin, daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for you shall no more be called tender and luxurious. 2, take a millstone, grind mill, remove thy veil, uncover thy white hairs, and make bare the leg, pass through the rivers. Thy shame shall be uncovered, thy reproaches shall be brought to light. I will exact of thee due to vengeance, and I will no longer deliver you to men. Thy deliverer is Yahuwah Sabaoth. The Holy One of Yasharal is his name. Sit you down, pierced with woe, go into the darkness, O daughters of the Chaldeans. You shall no more be called the strength of a kingdom. Okay? I have provoked with my people. You have defiled my inheritance. I gave them into your hand, but you did not extend mercy to them. You made the yoke of the aged man very heavy, and said, I shall be a princess forever. You did not perceive these things in thy heart, nor did you remember the latter end. But now hear these words, thou luxurious one, who art the one that sits at ease, that is secure, that says in her heart, I am, and there is not another. I shall not sit a window, neither shall I know bereavement. For now these 2 things shall come upon you suddenly in one day. The loss of children and widowhood shall come suddenly upon you, for your sorcery and for the strength of your enchantments, for your thrusting in wickedness. For you said that there is not another. I know you. The understanding of these things in thy harlotry shall be for shame. For you said in your heart, I am, and there is not another, and destruction shall come upon you, and you shall not be aware. There shall be a pit, and you shall fall into it, and grief shall come upon you, and you shall not be able to be clear, and destruction shall suddenly come upon you, and you shall not know. Stand now with your enchantments and with the abundance of your sorcery, which you have learned from your youth, if you can be profited. You are wearied in your counsel. Let the astrologers of the heavens stand and deliver you. Let them that see the stars tell you what is about to come upon you. Okay, so this is Yahuwah pronouncing a judgment against this nation for all of her wickedness. Okay, matter of fact, let me hold on. Let me save this. I was doing this earlier and I totally forgot to save the page. Give me a second. Put this on public. And like I said, be sure to come to my blog if you want to get all these notes and scriptures I'm looking at. Obviously, we use the Septuagint over here, but it's just an extra 8 if you want to look at these scriptures yourself. Okay. All right. So we looked at that, and it talks about one of the things that has to do with this whore of Babylon, and she's involved in witchcraft. Okay, so let's keep going. The daughter of Babylon has a mother. Okay, obviously there were previous Babylons, as we talked about earlier in this stream. Okay, so Jeremiah 27, 11 through 12. If you're looking at the KJV or Masoretic, it's going to be 50, 11 through 12. Because you rejoiced and boasted while plundering mine inheritance, because you exalted yourself as calves in the grass and pushed with the horns as bulls, your mother is greatly ashamed. Your mother that bore you for prosperity is confounded, and she is the last of the nations, desolate. Okay, so what this is saying is that this final kingdom is going to be the last nation that is completely destroyed, because all the other previous kingdoms were destroyed. But this is the fourth and final beast in Daniel's vision, as well as Nebuchadnezzar's vision, as well as Esau and the end of the world. Then it's our kingdom. Then we rule. Then we're in power. Okay? Let's keep going. Babylon is marked for judgment. So, Yexer, why do you always say that America is going to be destroyed? Because it is. Jeremiah 27, 14 through 15 and verse 24. The KJV is going to be 50, 14 through 15 and verse 24. Set yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare not your arrows and prevail against her. Her hands are weakened, her bulwarks are fallen, and her wall is broken down. For it is vengeance from Eluah. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do it to her. So Yahuwah is going to bring these nations against America, and they're going to all destroy her. And he's going to say, what she has done, do it to her, which is why I say it's going to be unrelenting judgment. 24, they shall come upon you, and you shall not know it. Babylon, thou will even be taken captive. You are found and taken because you did resist Yahuwah. Okay? So Babylon shall be taken captive by these other nations. And this is why I believe there's a lot of people coming into this country from other nations. Now, I know some people complaining about it, but I believe that there's going to be judgment coming by the hand of these nations to America. All right, let's keep going. Babylon is the hammer of the whole earth, meaning that Babylon is like the central power, right? Because, I mean, we know that Babylon's power is diminishing, which is why you've got this whole BRICS thing now, where they're building a whole new currency that will not be backed by the US dollar. So Babylon is losing the power. But for centuries and centuries, America has been, you know, the hammer of the whole earth. But we're noticing that that hammer is slowly falling away from Babylon. And she's starting to lose her power and authority and influence. At this point, people are laughing at us. Like, these are the two candidates y'all got representing y'all. Ha, 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 ha. Right? So Babylon was the hammer of the whole earth. Jeremiah 27, 23, the KJV 50, 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth broken and crushed? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? So when it says it's going to become a desolation, that means that she's going to be completely destroyed. The other nations are drunk from her wine. What does this mean? This means that she is highly influential. Highly influential. Okay? I mean, you got people out in Africa, you got people out in, you know, all these different nations, and they may not know much about American culture, but they know about these celebrities. They know about Cardi B. They know about Eminem. They know about, you know, this person, that person. There's so many I could name. Beyonce, right? They may not even speak English, but everybody knows who Beyonce is. They know the Negro is highly influential, and that's why they use the Negro to push their agendas. That's why you got Chinese people wanting to get afros, wanting to get braids. That's why you see white people dancing like us, playing our music, but yet they say they can't stand us. People, you know, dressing like us and all these other things. So they know how influential you are, Yasharal. So they're going to use you to push their wicked agendas on the masses. And that's why you got Amalek incentivizing these rappers to talk about destruction. Jeremiah 28:27 in the KJV 51:7. Babylon's been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, causing all the earth to be drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine, therefore they were shaken. So every nation that follows the ways of Babylon will also be destroyed along with her. So people say, well, yes, sir. I mean, what about these other nations that have taken our people captive, you know, in UK or you know, Guatemala and all these other places that our people are? I'll say that all of these nations is going to get it, because every place his children are scattered, he got to regather us from everywhere. So judgment's coming up on every nation. But I feel like America and Babylon is going to be the greatest one. Mystery Babylon is lived in by many other nations. So when people say it's the Roman Catholic Church, it's the religion of Christianity, that doesn't make any sense. Because according to the scripture, it's given us another characteristic about this mystery Babylon, that there are many foreigners who live in this nation. Let's look at it. Jeremiah 28, verse 9, in the Masoretic 51, verse 9. We tried to heal Babylon, but she was not healed. Let us forsake her and depart everyone to his own country. Why? For her judgment has reached to heaven, and it is mounted up to the stars. So what this is saying is that there are people who come from other countries to come to this nation. This nation is highly influential, okay? This nation is high in sorcery and witchcraft. Let's keep going. This is looking like America to me, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. This land, Mystery Babylon, is surrounded by water. Huh? Isn't America surrounded by water, family? Don't they got the Statue of Liberty right there near water? Jeremiah 28:13, KJV 51:13. Dwelling on many waters, and amidst the abundance of her treasures, thine end is come verily unto thy bowels. So a land surrounded by water. Let's keep going. The nations and businessmen have become rich in fornicating with her. Okay? Now, as I said before, America was known to be the forefront of the economy of all, you know, governments and countries and things of that nature. We're seeing how that's changed. But most businessmen come to America when they want to get rich. They don't go to Israel. They don't go to anywhere else. They come here. Kazuna, Revelations 18:3, because all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her whoring, and the sovereigns of the earth have committed whoring with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the power of her riotous living. And how have these heathens and these other nations become rich? Because of the labor of the Negro. I just want y'all to understand that it's because of what our forefathers went through. They even have this wealth, because our people built this nation. And we ain't get nothing. But that's all right. We're going to leave with sustenance. I ain't even tripping. But it's by the hand of the Negro that built this nation through slave labor that they are rich, that they have their houses, that they have their generational wealth. Okay? All right, we're going to stop there because I want to get a little bit deeper into the fall of Babylon. So I'm going to save that for the next teaching we're going to do tomorrow. Okay. Now, listen. We're going to stop there. If you guys have any questions, you're free to call in. All right? Because, you know, I see there's people out here pushing a different doctrine. So this is the link right here. If you think it's Arabia, feel free to call in, bend over. I don't even, what the hell kind of name is that? Are you, this nigga's name is Bend Over? You grabbing your ankles? That sounds gay, bro. I'm just saying. Yummy's in the building. Hey, sis. Click the link if you disagree or if you want to call in or if you got something to say. Because I know most of y'all ain't going to call in. Y'all just in here to troll. I mean, your name tells me you're a troll. The fact you call yourself Bend Over is just gay. I'm just saying. A grown man calling himself that? Yeah, you gay, bro. You gay. That's gay, bro. That is so sus, bro. A grown man with a name like that. Ha! Gay! That is some ooga booga stuff.
It sound like that, or you goes like, or you gonna sound like that, you gonna say ooga ooga booga.
Oh man. Like I said, bro, if you got something to say, bro, I'm expecting you to call in. I know about the Islamic slave trade. But like I said, I'm waiting for you to call in. And you're not going to do that. And if you ain't going to call in and you're going to just go off in the comment section trolling, I will kick you out. Because it's like, if you got something to say and you got evidence and you got receipts to back up what you're saying, then why don't you just click the link and call in? What are you waiting for? I notice you're not doing that. I'm just saying, I think you are definitely on some troll stuff. Why call in? Because you got a disagreement and I'm giving you an opportunity to prove yourself. Okay, yeah, you a troll. You gone, bro. I ain't got time for you. All right, they're gone. Like I said, bro, the more bigger my channel gets, I just hit 5,000 subscribers, and I want to give a shout out to everybody here that has subscribed, shared the videos. Thank y'all so much. All praises to the Most High. We just hit 5,000 subscribers, y'all. So I want to give a special shout out to everybody that has been a part of this journey with this channel. All praises to y'all, man. We did it, man. We hit 5K, man. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy, bro, because like literally at the beginning of the Gregorian year of 2024 in January, I was only at like, I don't know, 300 subscribers. And let's see, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So in only 9 months, bro, I jumped up to 5,000. That's pretty insane, if I do say so myself. But it's just y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been sharing the videos, y'all been engaging, y'all show up to the shows, and, this channel wouldn't be nothing without y'all for real. So, yeah, we're at 5.01K. So, yeah, 5.1. All praises to the Most High. All seeing to y'all. Oh, man, it's crazy, bro. Every time I go live on Shabbat, there's always a troll. Now, I could go to some other Israelites channel, and I noticed that they don't have this type of troll stuff going on. Why is it always, like, it's always me, bro? It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's always me. Like, why is it always me? I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't like me, people jealous and all that other stuff. But I think this jealousy stuff just needs to go. It needs to go. Alondra says, can you put your link to the WordPress? Yes. And I'm glad you asked, sis, because my WordPress, bro, like I said, if you are just looking for notes on scripture, that's the perfect place to go, because we've got all the lessons I've done and all the scriptures from. So hold on, let me drop the link. Okay, right here. All right, here, we put it right here. YetzirMalchiah.wordpress.com. And when you go there, sis, you're going to see the welcome message. You're going to click this right here, and then it's going to give you all the lessons we've done. So, you know what I'm saying? You can just kind of go through them here on the website. So if you click right here, the menu, this is like the main page, Malchiah, and then it has all the lessons we went through. It has all the scriptures. It's got the Hebrew words, the Abari words, and all the information that you might need. And the lesson that we did today. But I'm gonna definitely add to it when we do the lesson tomorrow, because I want to talk about the destruction of Babylon. this was more of like an introductory lesson, you know what I'm saying? So you can kind of understand why America is Babylon. But tomorrow we will be talking about the destruction that's coming to Babylon. We're going to read Jeremiah 51 and Jeremiah 50, which talks all about her destruction that's coming. Then it says, because a lot of people your age aren't doing damage to Satan's kingdom, fight on. Right. Yeah, and I think, you know, I think that's what it is, you know. I think some people get bothered, especially being a young man. You know, I guess people expect me to be elderly, to be, you know, bringing these truths out and stuff like that. But Yahuwah uses young people. He uses elderly people. You got somebody, let me tell you, I know some elders out here that are righteous men. And, you know, I mean, I'll shout out to Pastor Rick Fletcher and Brother Yacoba. And there's many of the elderly out here that doing the right thing as leaders in Yasharal, right? But it's going to be young men out here that's going to raise up and also do the will of the Most High too. You know what I'm saying? And I just happen to be one of them. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, these camps just ain't it at all. It's possible they may not even be real people. Sometimes it actually might be AI. Really? They got AI trolls now? I mean, I know they got like bots and stuff in the chat, but yeah, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, you know, like trolls, look, this is why I don't let things, which one was today's lesson under? Let me see. It was, let's see. It's called The Fall and Destruction of Babylon. So let me show you. Let me go back to it. So it will be The Fall and Destruction of Babylon. Let me see. Should be up here. Did I publish it? I may not have published it yet. That's probably why it's not here. I gotta publish it. Give me a second, sis. I'll get to it in a minute. I don't see it up here. It should be right here, but I don't think I published it. I saved it, but I didn't publish it. So I'll publish it in a second so it can be available. Yeah, I didn't publish it yet. That's why it's not showing up. Okay. I'll do it right now. Let's see. WordPress. Publish. And publish right now. Save. Okay. All right, there we go. Yep, here it is. The Fall and Destruction of Babylon, America. So if you go, let me refresh the page. And if you look for it, you should see it under here. Let's see. So many lessons. Yeah, it's under here somewhere. I gotta find it, but I'll just drop the link so you can just go to the blog directly. There you go. That's the link to today's lesson. But like I said, if you go to it, that's totally fine if you just want to get the notes and the scriptures and stuff. But again, I'm going to be adding to it. So it's not going to just be what I have up there right now. That's just from today's lesson. But when we go live tomorrow, I'm going to have more on there. So if you want the complete lesson, I would say to wait until we do the lesson tomorrow, because then I'll have everything up there. Yeah. You're welcome. I wanted to ask your understanding of Romans 11:26. All Yasharal shall be saved. All Yasharal is not going to be saved. I think that's just another deceptive pit of the scribes. Not all of us are going to be saved. Man, Big Judah's a clown. He's a whole clown. I don't rock with him at all. I think everything he says is just goofy. I mean, he just looks goofy. I don't even listen to him. I think he's trash. And then also him saying that, you know what I'm saying, Native Americans are Israelites and this is our land and all that others. He be pushing that lie too. No, I don't believe all Yasharal is going to be saved. No, I don't believe that, because the scriptures say that he's going to purge out the rebellious Israelites from when we go in the wilderness. So that can't be actually true. I just think that's another misinterpretation by the heathens. Big Judah has a Mexican wife. Look, there it is. And I guarantee you she's not an Afro-Latina, is she? There's somebody named Big Levi. Bro, who are these people? Like, it's like people just be dropping out the sky almost. Big Levi? I've never heard of him before. Let me see. This him right here? Sis, is this him? Hold on, let me pull it up. This guy right here? Hold on, let me see. I don't know what he's talking about here. Oh, man, you believe in a spaceship? Are you serious? Okay, yeah, I got a problem with teachings like, teachings like that, because that ain't the truth. A freaking spaceship on your page? Are you serious? Hold up. He says, I'm a humble manservant of the Supreme Majesty Adonai. So you don't say the name Yahuwah. Okay, that's a problem. Obeying the grand architect of the universe to become a light to the world. The main focus of this channel to obey the mighty one's commandments. We study all books. We research all.
Shalom, beloved. Shalom, shalom.
We question all religions. We experiment with magic. We experiment with magic. Hold up. That should be enough. Bro, on his page, he says we experiment with magic. We don't do that over here. We don't do that. That's sorcery. That's witchcraft. That's against the Most High. He said strange, stranger, peculiar, our Bible code word for magic, magical, supernatural. Wow. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't support that. He over here talking about we experiment with magic. No, sir. I'm good. I'll pass on that. I mean, he looked like a weirdo. He looked like a weirdo, if I'm being honest. Hold on, I just want to see what's coming out this man's mouth. I ain't going to even lie.
We have chapter 2. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, beloved. Chapter 2, power and black progress. You don't want none of that. They don't want none of you to come together in private. Guess what? The prophecy, we already told you the prophecy. The mighty one say, listen, gather them online. Once you have a big group online, I will reduce them to a private group. And from this private group, I will choose a few of them, and then we'll come back and bring the others. It's already happened. There's nothing we can do that can stop
Let me see what he says about magic. Magic of Moses versus Pharaoh's magic. You see that? And this is what I notice a lot of these gurus in the black community are starting to say. They're starting to say that the Bible's a book of magic. Okay? And that's why I'm saying, bro, some of these Negroes out here are dangerous because they'll have you thinking sorcery is okay. Moses, he said, alone in this walk, Moses used magic. So what, Negro? Wow. Wow. Oh, boy. Hold on. Hell no. We don't mess with that magic. We don't mess with no magic, nigga. We don't do that sorcery, that witchcraft. That's what heathens do. No, sir. Hell's this music.
Seems Midian and Isaac. You see, Midian had the priesthood way better than Isaac. It seems like the Midianites, aka the Druid, Abraham and his sons, they were high priests, high Druids, all of them. It's the
Druids, nigga. What? I mean, Druids, nigga. Y'all know what Druids are. Druids are them people that be in the hoods, and they have like those hooded garments on, and they be in like the woods and stuff like that, doing like rituals and stuff. Like when you think about like Bohemian Grove, those are Druids, blood drinkers and stuff like that. He's over here saying the high priests are Druids. That's crazy, dude.
Seed that always effed them up, things up. Did you know we went against the Midianites? We fought them. They came against our loins. Was it Gideon or Gedeon? Thank you, brother, for the word that in your language. If you find one for $48, even if it's the bootleg, take it. When you see a pig, give the Most High great praise, great glory. He created this animal that is
He said, when you see a pig, give the most high esteem and glory. What?
Pig is mighty, man. This animal is so tough. He can literally trap demon in his body. You know how tough that is? You know how tough it is, man, to be to your body is so tough that you can trap demon in there. That's how tough this damn pig is, man. The pig is the natural janitor. It's a mighty janitor. Do you hate janitors that clean place?
Okay, so I see people talking about Lisa Cabrera. So I don't have an issue with her. Okay. I do have an issue with the fact that she's a supporter of Big Judah. I'll tell you that much. I mean, she's one of his moderators. I've heard her condemn that Mexicans are Yasharal, but I've never heard her condemn the Native Americans ain't Yasharal either. So I don't have a problem with her as a person per se. I think her content be good, but I'm not a fan of Lisa Cabrera being a supporter of Big Judah. Hepsi Boss says she's not Yasharal. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen like a good image of her. Like she don't never show her face like that. So I don't know what she is. But I mean, I'm assuming she's a black woman. She talks about black issues, but let me see. Hold on. Brera. I mean, I wouldn't say that she's not Yasharal. I mean, she is a Negro woman. Like, let me show y'all her real quick. I wouldn't say she's not Yasharal. I mean, unless her dad is white or something. I don't know. But she is a black woman, though. I mean, that's kind of hard to throw away. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless you got proof of the image of her or something, or who her father is, I wouldn't say she's not Yasharal. Lisa's a whole Mexican. Okay, so she's probably an Afro Mexican. She don't look like no pale Mexican, I'll tell you that. And she literally did a video condemning these Mexicans, saying that these are not our people. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, like I said, we believe in the Afro Hispanics. We know that they are our people. I'm just saying these white-skinned ones are not our people. Them is heathens for real. But the Afro Hispanics look like us. So there's that. Let me see something. I'm trying to find that video where she talked about those Hispanics. Nah, I don't see it. Yeah, but just because someone's Mexican doesn't mean that they're not one of us, because Afro-Hispanics are our people. Mark the Messenger? Nope, don't watch him either. He be saying a lot of new age stuff. There's a lot of people out here, bro, I don't watch. Okay, there's a lot of people I just don't watch because a lot of them don't, you know, and like I said, I keep telling y'all this, bro, not everyone is called to teach. But they tell you it's just as easy as just making a YouTube channel, but it's like they don't understand what comes with this. So I don't know. I mean, as far as her, I don't have an issue with her personally as a person. She looks Afro-Hispanic to me, and she talked about slavery in Mexico and stuff like that. So she's clearly most likely Afro-Hispanic. But I just don't rock with the fact that she's, you know, kind of somebody that rocks with Big Judah. She should have been seen through him. I'm just saying. And or maybe her discernment just ain't right. Yummy says, I don't know none of these people. It's probably better you don't. Y'all gotta understand, I've been in this for a long time, almost 6 years. So I've come across many different channels. And a lot of the channels I've come across, a lot of them ain't even on YouTube no more. They stopped doing it because they kept getting dinged, or, you know, they kept getting censored, and some of them just gave up, period, and stopped making videos. So shout out to everybody who's been doing this for a long time that stuck with it, because some people just ain't committed to it like some of us are. Mark the messenger. And, you know, I want to talk about Celestial, bro. Let me tell y'all something. She is not sent by the Most High, okay? Period. She is not. Let me say that to you again. She is not sent by the Most High, okay? She is not. Let me show you what her channel says. And you tell me how she's sent by Yahuwah, okay? Look at this. Just in case y'all be like, oh, she's a messenger of the Most High. No, she's not. Look at what her channel says. End times teaching Christian prophecies, faith-based encouragement, and the love of Jesus Christ. Now, you tell me, when in the scriptures has the Most High ever sent prophets to heathens or pagans? When has he ever done that? Now, obviously, he sent Moses to warn the Egyptian of what was to come. But I'm talking about, when did Yahuwah send word and skip his chosen people and go to these white Christians? When did he ever do that? When did he ever send a word to Rome, prophecy to Rome that only Rome knew? Just give me an example, okay? Because that's where Christianity comes from. She is promoting the religion of the oppressor. Yeah, she admits we're the people, but that's not enough. Whenever Yahuwah spoke to the prophet, those prophets were sent to the Negroes, not a bunch of Gentiles and heathens. And you're telling me she's sent by the Most High while giving us the name of a false deity that is keeping our people away from the Father? If you were sent by the Most High, you would be condemning Christianity. You would be condemning these heathens, telling them to repent, telling them your religion is lawless. If you were sent by the Most High, you would be telling them, telling Yasharal, come back to the Torah, come back to commandments, come back to covenant with me. You wouldn't be prophesying about Diddy and TD Jakes. Nigga, we know that they gay. We know they do butt stuff. We know that they booty brothers. We've been known this, nigga. We've been known this. Every time Yahuwah prophesied, he prophesied to his people, his children, not a bunch of heathens who ain't in covenant with him, who literally believe the law's done away, who don't keep his commandments. And then, Yahuwah, he's not going to come in the name of the Lord, okay? If he's speaking to you, he's going to tell you, stop calling me Baal. Stop calling me Lord. He would have been revealed his name to you. And there are people like, oh, well, it came true. It came true. Okay, well, here, I'm going to tell you this. America's going to be destroyed. That's going to come true. You going to be calling me a prophet after that? Don't call me a prophet. I'm just telling you what the scriptures say. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a Negro who read the scriptures, take the scriptures for what they say literally. And I'm saying, okay, well, Yahuwah said it's going to be, and Yahuwah can't lie. So therefore, I'm going to tell you Babylon's going to fall no matter who gets in office. All right. And when it happens, please don't go around saying, yes, or prophesy. No, I didn't. That's what the scriptures say. Sometimes there's no need for me to be a prophet because I just go off of what the prophets who were prophets said. And they spoke these prophecies. We all know America's going to fall. We know that Yahusha said that everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. So we knew eventually these people would be exposed. But the real reason why they're exposing Diddy is because he tried to sue this Jewish guy, and they didn't like that. Okay? Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all this. This is actually very interesting. Diddy got out of line, okay? And this is why he's getting what he's getting, okay? He tried to come after this Jewish man, and they didn't like that. And now they let him get that work. You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all this real quick. To the channel Shattered Paradise. Give me a 1 if you guys have heard of this channel, Shattered Paradise. Shout out to them. They are two Israelite Yahudim. They are an Israelite couple. Shout out to Shattered Paradise. Right, exactly, Frank. I don't write it. I just recite it. Facts. That's one of my favorite sayings. I got to get that on the shirt for it. So Shattered Paradise. Okay, so y'all know who they are. All praises to the Most High. That's one channel I rock with. That's one Israelite, you know what I'm saying, couple I rock with 100%. Matter of fact, I started watching them like back when I was still a Christian because I didn't understand all the truth yet. But I just knew there was something about them that was just helping you understand this world for what it is. So when I started watching them and I came into the understanding of the way this world is, it only prepared me to be able to fully submit to Yahuwah once I came into who I was as Yahudi. Therefore, I realized this world is nothing but wickedness, right? And the righteousness and the light is Yahusha. So let me show y'all this video, family, from Shattered Paradise. Shout out to them. They do some great work. And if y'all don't know who they are, that's one channel I will recommend. But I will tell you this. Their videos are very, very dark. They get into some dark stuff. Okay, so you need to pray before watching some of their stuff. I'm not saying they putting spells on you or nothing. I'm just saying they get into some dark, dark stuff. And some people can't handle watching stuff like that. So I'm just warning you, okay? But this is the video that they did recently. And I'll be honest with y'all, bro, their editing is on point. Their editing is on point. It's like, bro, their quality is so good. These movies look like they would be something you would see in movie theaters because it's that level of content. So I'm going to just skip over here to this part about Diddy so y'all can see what I'm talking about. He upset them Jewish people. That's why they're letting all this information come out. Take a look.
Case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it. The spirits business it's not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got two companies that are $3 billion now.
I mean, the glaring hole is that the indictment goes after sort of the bottom of what we learned from the Lil Rod lawsuit, goes after the guns and the drugs and a lot of the violence on Diddy's level. But notably missing is the name Lucian Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group. He was named originally in Lil Rod's lawsuit with alleged clear evidence of him knowing about the parties and funding the parties. But later on, through, you know, mechanisms of power, he got his name removed from that lawsuit, is my understanding, and now he does not show up in the indictment against Diddy.
You see, the misguided and perverse Israelite P. Diddy, with all his business savvy and ego-driven ambition, miscalculated his importance to the sword-wielding Edomite power structure and was given a quick reality check by his Luciferian overlords who effortlessly removed the rapper's protection and untouchable status, leaving him vulnerable and exposed to the mountains of skeletons stashed in his closet.
I feel like he might be the scapegoat here, and that the goal is to try to keep it, stop it with him. Nothing more to see here. Don't go any higher. Don't look at how dirty and deeply this goes. Is that your sense of it?
They're going to cover up all of the connections and not go after the bigger fish and use Diddy as a scapegoat. And that seems likely based on past history.
P. Diddy has always been a puppet of Clive Davis and his social engineering overlords. Clive Davis is the bisexual Jewish record exec who facilitated and funded P. Diddy's label, Bad Boy Records.
Bad Boy Records was used to start the Little Baby Boy programming.
Lil C's. Look at Little Baby Boy, Little C's, Little Bow Wow, Little Romeo, Little Baby, The Baby, Bad Boy, bro.
Little Wayne, Little Dirt,
all in your
Little
face.
Gotti, Little John, Little Scrappy,
Bad Boy,
and Little Baby.
And we can't forget Sada Baby, Baby, and Da Baby.
It's clear Clive Davis handpicked P. Diddy because of his degenerate proclivities and willingness to endure the elite's degrading initiation rites.
Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak-offs at.
The disgraced sexual deviant P. Diddy was merely a curator and supplier, trafficking people as human merchandise to the royal houses
Okay, so he ended up suing this alcohol company that's owned by Amalek, and they didn't like that. Oh no, they didn't like that, and so now they're giving him, that work. And like I said, even with the baby, shout out to Aki from Shattered Paradise. They call it the baby boy programming, and that's why so many of these rappers are called Little Bow Wow, Little Romeo, Little Baby, Da Baby. Little Pump, Little Gucci, all these different names, family. And then, whenever they want to insult a black man, what they call him? Boy. And then you had the Negroes walking around with the sign that said, I am a man. Because we didn't want to put up with that disrespect, but yet they got these rappers with the baby programming. Why do you think the baby? Because he don't even make good music, bro. He's so garbage. He raps the same on every song, right? Why do you think he went so big? And then as soon as he went against the masses, what'd they do? They put that boy in his crib. No pun intended, bars. But for real, they put that boy in his crib. He started calling out the LGBT. You can talk about shooting niggas, talking about that nigga you shot at Walmart all day, right? That's totally okay to talk about. But you start calling out the LGBT, LCD, HDTV community, you're going to get put in your corner. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was y'all saw what I did right there, though, right? But yeah, that's the baby boy programming, and that's why a lot of times they prefer to go after men who are, young boys, young teenagers, and that's why you see Diddy with all these rappers, and they got their shirts off, and I don't even want to think about it, bro. But yeah. So I just found that to be interesting, that the reason why a lot of these things are going on right now is because he had to have done something for all these cards to come crashing down at the same time, So yeah, there's that. As soon as he said something about some get people, right? Some get. Like the Jamaican said, bottom on. Right. Woo, yeah. I think he personally was mad because he had an interaction that day. He went to that show with somebody from the LGBTQ. Now, if I had to take a guess, it was probably Lil Nas X. It was probably Lil Nas X because when I heard about it, there was a lot of beef and stuff that he had with him, and I'm like, that's probably why. You know what I'm saying? And then there was the Jewish people was like, okay, you need to sit down and sit with the gay community and the Jewish community. And, we need to talk about better ways to control, this narrative about pushing the gay people or this and that. And I was like, man, they about to buck break that boy. They about to have him wow. You know what I'm saying? They're going to definitely have him putting on a diaper. And it's like how he got in. Even so, it's like when you think about the diaper, right? He went viral because he was wearing a diaper. And I feel like that was a humiliation ritual. The rapper DaBaby, he literally had this Negro in a diaper, bro, which is like a fetish for some of these European people. I mean, bro, when you got to go to such limits as a man just to have a career, that should be enough to make you realize this ain't worth it. Like, this dude was in a freaking diaper, bro. That's crazy. There's nothing about that make me look at you as what you call yourself, which is I'm a real nigga. No, you're not, bro. You weird. I guess you ain't that talented if you got to do something like that. I'm just saying, that's some humiliation ritual stuff. Yeah, right here. Let me show y'all this. See this right here? This is some tap dancing stuff. This is some homosexual fetish, homoerotic type thing going on right now. I don't think there's nothing funny about this, and I think it's sad. I think it's just as bad as a grown man in a dress, a black man in a dress, or wearing makeup or anything. It's just another way to humiliate us. And yeah, we let them. Sonny Cole says, never with our community to sit down and talk about other issues. Them damn devils go through 12-step plan. Shake my head. Right. And, you know, I mean, the problem with so many people, even like when I look at like Nick Cannon and, you know, a lot of these individuals who apologize, Kyrie Irving, how he apologized to the Jewish community because, you know, he said what he said. And you know, he didn't, matter of fact, he didn't even say anything. He just posted a link. They cornered him and got all up in his face and was like, oh, are you concerned about how many people you've hurt? Nobody care about how many people we hurt. Why? Because we said that y'all not the real Jews. I could never be a celebrity in this current capacity. Not because I love Yahuwah and I serve Yahuwah and I wouldn't want nothing to do with it, but I'm just too real. I speak my mind and I don't bite my tongue. I'm not that kind of person. And if you put me on a platform where millions of people can hear me, I'm really not going to bite my tongue. I'll say everything they don't want me to say. I'll say so much truth before y'all can even get the chance to cut the camera off. Okay, I'm serious. I would be that type of person. And I would probably, you know, really, really have the whole world wanting to cancel me. But, you know, you can't cancel a real one. I'm just saying. Because even if you try to cancel me, I still got people that rock with me who know the truth, who know what I'm saying is the truth. It's just the masses, like the strong delusion of this world and Babylon, that has pulled the wool over their eyes. But I will say the truth unapologetically. Even now, y'all notice sometimes, bro, I don't really bite my tongue on this platform that much. I try to because, you know, we doing some things over here. All praises to the Most High. But sometimes I just don't really want to actually hold it back. Which is why I know I used to do Rumble shows a lot where I just say whatever I want, right? I'm thinking about going back to that. But I don't know. Family. I'm just not sure. I want to, but there's not a big audience on Rumble. And I know some of y'all don't like Rumble. Like some of y'all like, oh, I got to make an account to use Rumble and this and that and so on and so forth. So I'm going to have to figure out something where we could do live streams. Like, but you don't like, let me see. Hold on a second. Let me check something. I want to do something where we can have like uncensored shows where no one's going to say nothing. The only other place I know is Patreon. But I don't know like if that's something y'all would want to do. And I don't even know if you can go live on Patreon. Let me see. I don't know if you can live stream on Patreon. I just want to be able to go somewhere where I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? And say whatever I want with nobody telling me, no, don't say that. You know what I'm saying? No censorship. I don't want none of that, fam. It's bad enough. It's like even with this album, I still have to censor it in order to even put it out. I can't even release a song about Amalek on here. I'm going to have to do something else. I mean, you know, like I said, an uncensored album will be on the website, but I can't even drop the video for the Amalek song or what the song about them people. I can't drop it on here because I bring up the H cost. I bring up gas chambers. I bring up certain things that will trigger the algorithm for real. I'm just saying, it's kind of violent. I'm just being honest with you. What I would do if I was able to do to them. You know what I'm saying? Is what that song's about. But so I don't know, man. I'm thinking about Rumble. You know, sometimes Aki, sometimes you gotta just say what you feel, bro, with no filter. And it don't mean I gotta be disrespectful and just like over the top, right? Y'all know me, bro. On Rumble, I wasn't like just wild out, but sometimes I'm gonna say certain things that I can't say on here, you know? And I remember back in the day, bro, YouTube used to be so open when it came to what you could say. Like you literally had like Nazis on here and Hitler sympathizers on here. Nobody had an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? Until people started complaining. And now what social media has done is it's watered down, you know, the truth. So much to a point where like, even if you say that somebody is fat, you're body shaming. Like what? if I speak passionately, people tell me calm down. You're tone policing me. Like what? I just think this is hilarious. We're so this world is so soft, family. It is so soft, family. Does Amalek own Rumble? I'm not sure. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys about Rumble for real, right? I noticed Kathy isn't here today. Have y'all seen her? I haven't seen her here today. That's interesting. It's like you tell somebody they fat, right? You tell somebody they fat, it's like, why sugarcoat it? Because they just gonna eat that too. But if a doctor told you overweight, nigga, he's not body shaming you. He's telling you the truth. They will feature you in They Clone Tyrone Part 2 if you was in Hollywood. Facts. Facts. But no, going back to Rumble. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I like Rumble, but I do know that there is still some kind of censorship in there. There definitely is some kind of censorship in there because there are people who've come out and said my video got deleted because I talked about this. And there are people like the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League. Shout out to B'nai Israel. He did a great video breaking down how those people are a bunch of freaking, you know what I'm saying, racists toward Negroes, right? The ADL watches platforms like Rumble and BitChute and Odyssey. But I just want you to understand, where there is less censorship, there is more white supremacy, such as Twitter. Look at Twitter. Look no further than Twitter. Any place where there's going to be open talk to say whatever you want, there's always going to be those devils that got a lot to say about Negroes. All the time, every time. And, you know, I'm on all these platforms. I was on Odyssey, but I don't really be on there like that. Usually Rumble is my go-to. But I have some stuff on Odyssey because I had linked my profile to my YouTube channel to Odyssey. So I have some stuff on there, but family, I haven't been on there so damn long, bro. But you do have a lot of like you can, like if I type the hard ER word in there, you'll see a whole lot of videos. Like, look at this. Let me just show you. Like I said, any of these places you go where they're talking about free speech, there will be white supremacy. Look at this. NIGGER is the name of this channel right here. NIGGER violence compilation. Okay? You hate it. I'm sorry. I love you, Yasharal, but these people do hate you. Hard ER memes. Hard ER violence compilation. Now, they make these videos of like instances where, you know, maybe a white person said a racist word to a nigga and a nigga just beat his ass. Right? And they cut off the part where the white man was the antagonizer, and then they show a black man beating up the white man. Then they turn around and say that we're violent, even though the white man literally disrespected the black man to his face, and the black man was literally responding to what you said to him. How about y'all stop playing with us? Then you ain't got to worry about getting your butt whooped. I'm just saying. But they do that all the time. They chop off the video that shows the beginning and the end, and then they push a narrative about you. Look at this. NIGGER. Over and over again. They made a song about that. Daytime TV. Sand Hard ER Friday. Hard ER compilation. F off Hard ER. Like, yeah, family. This is what I'm talking about. And they're allowed to say all this stuff about you. Now, I got banned on Twitter because I said FAGGOT. So there's free speech for anybody that's white, okay? To say whatever you want about Negroes. But let me say something about Amalek. Let me say something about them pale-faced devils, Anglo-Saxons and all that stuff on those platforms. I'll get kicked off immediately. All I said was FAGGOT. That's all I said. I said fact. That's all I said, and I got banned. Meanwhile, the white man can say all type of stuff, and they can say that word too. They don't get banned for that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, man. All right, family. Look, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. I know this lesson was kind of short, but we'll go live tomorrow, probably around. I gotta set a date for it. Set it up from the stream or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe afternoon around 2:45. We'll do episode 2 for the conclusion. So we're gonna be talking about the destruction of Babylon and all of this other stuff. So thank y'all so much. My Shabbat is over. I know some of y'all on the West Coast, so y'all on a different time frame than me. But to everybody that is still in Shabbat, may the Most High abide with you. May the Most High bless you. May the Most High continue to shine his light on you through Yahushua HaMashiach. Please hit the like button on the way out. And, family, listen. When we got, distractions coming in here and trolls coming in here, please do not give them the time of the day, okay? Maybe you don't realize what's going on or what's being said, you know what I'm saying? And you just asking genuine questions because you don't know that they're trolling. That's where I've had to kind of get better at trying to be able to detect, you know what I'm saying, who's actually trolling me and who's not. Because sometimes people are genuinely asking questions. But at the same time, sometimes it could just be something totally different. Why focus on that? Focus on what you're bringing from Yah. I don't focus on anything. I just bring out these things because I'm telling people who go on these other platforms to follow me, that's some of the stuff you're going to see. And I'm a type of person that just talks about what I talk about. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. So, yeah, if we get trolls in here, sometimes I don't kick them out right away because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to let them stick around. If they want to call in after the show, then they can. But sometimes they're not going to do that. And like I said, it could be AI, but who under the dome, bro? Who under the dome would literally spend time to make AI to come specifically to this YouTube with a name like Bend Over? Come on, man. That's a man. That's a whole man, bro. That was a man. You can't tell me that's AI. Come on, bro. That's something a man would say. Talk about bend over. You gay, bro. You gay. All right, y'all. That's it for me, man. I'm gonna hop off of here. Thank y'all again for joining the stream. Neither one of them was told was asking genuine question. I'm talking. Well, Bend Over was being a troll, and the reason why I know he was being a troll is because I asked him to call in. After I finished my show, I said, if you got a question and if you feel differently about something and you're pushing a different narrative in here, then here's the link, call in. And then we can go through what evidence you have, because he was basically saying that Saudi Arabia is Babylon, which is goofy. That is total goofiness. Don't nobody show me videos where everybody is emulating Saudi Arabian culture. Most of us don't even know what that is. So that's just goofy to say that. Then he said, why do you want me to call in? Are you gay? I'm like, bro, come on. Are you serious? So he is trolling. And you can tell someone's trolling by their responses to what I'm saying. He just wanted to just come in and interrupt. And that's what the spirit of distraction is about, is to take away from what I'm talking about. Just like that other woman that was in here telling you need to flee for yourself. Don't be listening to some of these people telling you to flee. Because you flee on your own accord without the Most High guiding you, he ain't gonna protect you. All right. And there's Negroes out here dying in Africa every day. There's Negroes out here dying in that land that they think is a land every day. Just because you're moving prematurely. Stop doing that. Just wait on the Most High. Unless he provides a way for you to be able to do it, then yeah, you can. But don't think because it's bad out here that you need to just go into Africa, go into the continent, go to Brazil, go anywhere. Without the Most High's protection, that's a bad idea. And you might as well just wait on him. We ain't got that much longer anyway. All right, fam, that's it. Love y'all. All praises to the Most High. We'll be back tomorrow to, conclude this series of the destruction of Babylon. And I feel like it's very important to talk about this now because obviously, with all this elections and all this other stuff going on, clearly destruction is coming. So with that being said, love you all. Shalom.
Yeah, hey, the beat goes on and on and on and on. The beat goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, the beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on and on. Hey, the beat goes on and on and on and on. The beat goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, the beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, we all going through it. Yeah, the struggle is real. Babylon gon' fall. She in trouble for real. The great harlot being judged, and she knows what's the deal. And she feeds on Negro blood, and she lives just to kill. How many times will these presidents play in our faces? How many times is it proven that this country is racist? When the police pull me over, man, I don't feel the safest. I'm returning to the covenant, the way of the ancients. Keep the laws and commandments, yeah, it's back to the basics. The good news of Yahusha, yeah, we make it pervasive. I reject Babylon, and I don't claim a culture. She is surely dying out, the nation swarming like vultures. How much longer, Maya Lua? Tell me how much longer? I'm tired of this harlot, every day feels like torture. It's true what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. America's not my home, I'm just a stranger and foreigner. Tell me how much longer? Father, how much longer? It's true what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Become a new creature, shed the flesh of the former. America's not my home, I'm just a stranger and foreigner. Yeah, hey, the beat goes on and on and on and on. The beat goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, the beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on and on. Hey, the beat goes on and on and on and on. The beat goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, the beat goes on and on and on and on. Beat goes on and on and on and on. I'm so tired of America, for real. The spiritual warfare has been unrelenting. But what's written about this nation will be fulfilled. And I do not believe his people Yasharal and those who have been grafted in have much longer to wait. We are seeing the fall of Babylon before our very eyes. And she isn't going to fall without a fight. But we must always remember who is fighting for us. That is Yahuwah, our Eluah, and he always prevails. The second Exodus is coming, and I declare and decree destruction upon this nation and all the lands by which his children have been scattered. Father, I call for insufferable, irreparable wrath upon her and the nations who have drunk of her wine and have taken crafty counsel against your hidden ones. No matter how hard it gets, I trust you, Yahuwah, with every fiber of my being, and I know you are with me. Come what may, I walk in your word, because the beat goes on and on and on.
Hey, Yaxer.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-